Okay. Hello. 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 I mean, all right. All right. We do it. Okay. Yep, that should be good. Alright, alright, alright. Okay. Now that that's on, let's get back to it.
Become part of the center today. Call or go online to helpfighthate.org right now.
It's a summit. For Pete's sakes, a little piece of paper with your name on it. Big deal. $500 fine. What do you expect the fire marshal to hand you? Huh? Invitation to the fire day. What is junk? It's like the headquarters of Junk Collectors Anonymous. It's not junk, McCormick. Look at that. Memorabilia. Memorabilia is old pictures of John Wayne's and Who Gibson lying on a mantle. This stuff belongs lying in a landfill. Look at this stuff. Look at this. Now, what is this? Look at that little bird there. It's cute.
Oh, man. I'm really...
Hey, you know what? I've got an idea.
Let me do this not while it's on the screen.
All of this is perfectly good to go. Oh, he's wondering where this fucking steering wheel. A 57 Chevy Bel Air Jargon. They named her Mabel. Green and white Tudor coupe. 327 full car, 4 overdrive. Oh, hot. Well, it looks like Mabel didn't make it to the finish line. You might get a buck for that. Fuck. Getting this thing is practically priceless. You can't find these nowadays. Look at this. Great. Yeah, outside. Nice. Oh, we're not selling this.
What's good, Isaiah? How you doing? Isaiah! I can't scream, but how you doing, bro? What's good? What's good? Also, this is my hair, out of a man bun. So take a gander.
If somebody offers 50 cents of the dog to chew on it, sell it. Don't sell memories, kiddo. It's go up too. No offense, but I wouldn't wash my car with that rabbit. You would you? Not some of it. Look at this. Uh-oh, another one of your term papers from 1950.
Yo, I'm good. Got my final today, so I'm locked in. How about you? Me, I am, well, I don't have work, thankfully, for once. And I've really just been chilling. I don't have work until Thursday. So Thursday and Friday I'm gonna be working. But for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm gonna be chilling, streaming, doing all that jazz. I do need to get on my PlayStation and stream some games, because I know people have been asking me. 3 days of freedom, yeah. And I'm gonna try to enjoy it. Okay, so I'm gonna do these last 2 summons. Give me a character I can use right now. Red. Who do I have that's red? I don't know. Oh, we'll see. As you should, gang. Yes, sir. Now, Isaiah, when are you gonna start coming back with the drawings? Oh. Okay. I mean, I'll take it. Who? Oh, who's who? I will take that. I'll gladly take that.
I know, I saw an old film clip. I've been playing on a sports show. It looks like
That's oh, brings them both to 85.
2 minutes of that championship game, which we lost. That was a moment where
Who's who is actually kind of crucial. Get him to 85 too. It'd be cool if Jabba was in here, I guess. After today, aside from one more assignment, I'm completely free, so I can start anything. Alright, bet.
this commercial or any other commercial. Right up to here for this whole operation. True, yeah, now. If he has trouble with that, you can tell him that I'm going to the DA. And you tell him that. Sure, I'll give him the message. But I think you should realize a lot of people around here depend on Mr. Marvel for paycheck.
Attacker? Who's that? Oh, that's crucial.
You gotta consider the fact that when it comes
I think that brings him to 80.
Are you threatening me? Consider it a reminder that we're in this together. Anything was wrong.
Yeah, he's probably 80 now.
You should keep that in mind.
Let's go.
You call for us, Mr. Hendricks? Yes. These gentlemen were just leaving.
Yo, W Summons actually.
Have a nice day, I tell you. Well, Teddy's expecting us. Well, he's going to thank me when he sees that. Yeah, probably go teary-eyed. What do you think about Teddy?
And actually, I could use him in the league. And then, who's who?
They seem to have it all. Great guy, great athlete, nicest girl in the world. Hero for me.
But that's good, Isaiah. Because again, I know it might seem like I'm pushing you on this, but I'm telling you, once you get started and you make money from it, it'll be a great side hustle to make money on the side.
Mr. Hendricks left a few minutes ago. You might still catch him in the garage if you hurry. Level B.
That is not what I wanted.
You know, I hate to say this, Judge, but if I knew my best friend from college, who I hadn't seen in over 30 years, was on his way over, I certainly wouldn't run out and leave my secretary there to greet him. Where you going, Teddy? Where am I going? Told you, no, I've already said what I was going to say to you guys. I'm going to take a minute back.
Dang, I'm hungry. I prefer you push me on it. It'll help motivate me a bit. I just want to get out of that procrastination habit. But hey, actually, right now I've been procrastinating on the streams, so I actually have to like really push myself.
The car is registered to the Sports Action Magazine. It's the magazine's 800 sports store. Listen, you ever seen a couple of uniforms roll up like that like these guys? No, right now, boy, I'm trying to find Teddy. I heard you bought that house in Landmark. Look at that act. I remember when I took out TVs there. All right, let me know if you need anything on details, okay?
hit the wrong person.
Yes, can I help you?
Well, that's good. The bounty rush you. What's up, boy? We're locking in this summer for real? Yes.
My gosh, you still look exactly the same. Maybe you want to testify. Still that same sweet song in a young lady's heart. Hello. Well, Teddy is going to be so disappointed in mischief. He's
Bro,
in the office.
bro. How did no one get a kill?
Trouble?
Well, anyway, we broke that up. And he took off running, so I thought maybe he was home. What's going on?
I'm going again.
You got a level 100 guard. What?
Please sit down.
Bro, I can understand. Oh my god.
Well, it's about Teddy. He's been going through a really rough
Nah,
time.
this is actually crazy.
It's hard, to watch someone that you love for so long just tear himself to pieces.
I really want to do that. Not at all.
He had it all now. He
Bruh.
doesn't even have the self-respect.
Mrs. Hendricks, the guys in the garage, they were pushing him around pretty hard.
Must have been the men from the magazine or maybe the production company.
Well, they were from the magazine.
Maybe
Count
it's
every time Isaiah saying
Teddy told me this
he's
story.
locking in
Not for the commercials
with a heated steel chain.
Well, I don't know. He
You
said
know what?
something
We might
about
have
the,
to.
editorial content of the magazine or some article that
Bro.
someone named Barlow wrote last month. It doesn't really make much sense. Teddy's been spending a lot of time with that saloon across the street from his office.
It's like I want to play a runner. I want to play a runner on my team.
No, they were supposed to start
But the problem is, I don't have a good enough runner that can deal with the Aokiji freeze.
What doesn't make any sense is why Teddy's acting like he is. I mean, he went from a loving, gentle person to someone that I don't even know anymore. Excuse me.
I've been trying to get this damn Aokiji medal, but it hasn't been dropping. I literally just need one more and I can make it.
Well, what he said was that you're in some kind of trouble with those men from the magazine.
How much did you tell him?
Well, nothing.
But yeah, I've been playing Bounty Rush for a little bit. Honestly, it's like I'm enjoying the game, but this meta is so stupid, bro.
He wants to talk to you.
And I know like the Roger meta, that was stupid. Shanks meta constantly.
Those guys don't look like they're magazine writers. Yeah, they were. They work for my old boss. Quitting a job these days can be very hazardous to your health. But also, yeah, that's all cool down. Trouble over some stupid commercial. You sure timed your
Like Law, pretty sure Law side is immune. Let's find out.
Okay. Right, you bet. You want to have lunch today? I don't can do no tea yet. Yeah, I'm all booked. Listen, I went to your office because I wanted to invite you to a party I have.
Oh, it's only when HP is 50% or more.
Anyways, tomorrow night, okay? Tomorrow night, yeah. Hey, you better show up. Now, we can't be having a cookie dough without the old teddy bear. Well, you better show up or we're going to drag you, okay?
So when it's 50% or more, man.
Okay. Maybe that's what I need right now. See you in day.
I've been having the worst time with Claw though.
Right, okay. I'll try.
But when I'm capturing the flag, I'll use Law, that's for sure.
A reunion with the old basketball team? See, don't even think of getting him in the house. I gotta find out what's going on with her. He's just spinning me a story back.
Okay. All right, Isaiah, what is it you want to draw? Like, I know you said you wanted to redraw all of your characters, but also, because you're gonna start making commissions, I need you to make a commission list. You're back gonna study? Okay, go study. Once you finish, we lock in. Just pray you pull the next EX and they don't get frozen every 2 seconds. Bro, it sucks, bull. Like, getting frozen every second is so stupid. That's why I wish I got Niji. Niji can handle this meta. Honestly, Germa in total can handle this meta. Speaking of Rogers and Garps. And they have an Akiji. And an Akainer. Oh my god. But I just hope the next EX is like Kizaru. A character I literally play. They should drop a Saul that's immune to free. Hey, you know what? I know you joking, but low key, dropping like 3 or 4 characters that are immune to freeze might go crazy. Well. Dark Shinobi. How you doing?
Thank you for myself. Thank you for everyone.
I get to live every day and have peace because of you. A lot of people thank us.
The troll dot.
We want to take the time to thank you.
Man, this is just my hair without the man bun.
You are supporting veterans like Dave, myself. So thank you so much.
You can say thank you to our nation's heroes by calling the number on your screen right now and getting your monthly support of only $19.
Say thank you by going to helpdab.org right now and give just $19 a month. When you do, we'll send you this DAB blanket as a thank you and a reminder that you support those who serve.
Please call or go online to helpdab.org right now. Your support says thank you to our nation's disabled American veterans.
How you doing, Teddy? Getting any from outside the ring? I got you guys in my office. You know, I've been hearing some real unbelievable stuff about you and Farrell and Benson here.
Look like he stuck his finger in a socket? That is crazy. That is crazy work.
Naturally, I let myself in, Chicky.
What's up? I mean, I'm chilling.
20 years in a federal life. All right, get out. Come on, right now. It's over. It's not the TV commercials, Ted. You want to stop that, it's okay. I've been involved with your whole slimy outfit for too long.
Who died up there? Who died up there? What?
Now listen to me, Ted. Because I'm only going to say this once. There is no way this goes to
Out of
be
here.
because you're going to have a permanent and
Alright,
fatal
thanks.
accident between here and the federal building. Take your best shot, Roy. Because I'm sure going to take mine. Go tell it to the angels. And you tell it to the angels.
Or maybe all Elbath characters recover from freeze faster. Honestly, I'd like that. I'm okay with that.
How could I have missed this? Stubborn streak. I mean,
Let's see, who's a character they could easily add?
I didn't know you had it in you.
Yeah, who's a character they could add that could, like, be immune to freeze? There's no way they would add, like, a new Monet.
So you got a big choice now, Ted. You can sugar me off and take your chances with my friends here, or you can fold and promise me to be a good boy.
You know what? They have been adding a lot of interesting characters in here. Fourth, yeah. Please no. Bro, I'm sick and tired of seeing Yamato get an EX. Like, for real? Why does she get so many? Heck, you know what? They could add the Revolutionary Army. We do have. Haruden, like characters from the Straw Hat Fleet, I guess. What's up, Candio? Yes, this is my morning bedhead. How you doing? You know, I wish I could get one of the Seraphim. Not S Snake, even though S Snake is like one of the best tanks currently. Mainly because you could just. That's it. But they be glazing her in Uta for no reason? Wait. You know what? No. There's no way they give an EX to Uta randomly, right? There's no way. I stop by before I head to the gym. I bet. Well, I mean, you know, we just chilling like usual. Even though I do want to talk about Nintendo being on BS as of late, because that is stupid. When's my next video? Okay, cream corn, you've been sending me messages, and I appreciate it. I don't really know. I need to learn how to make videos on Streamlabs, or just videos in general, so I can make like better quality videos with editing and everything. So it's probably gonna take a while for the next video, whenever that comes out. Last one was funny. Oh, thank you for enjoying this. Oh, you see, we're supposed to get the second Superman trailer, I would say. Oh, okay. Hopefully this is the one that's really good. Yeah, I really wish I could just max out a character right now, because like I need like strong characters in this meta. I can't even play this Kaido because first off, I don't have the Aokiji medal, so I can't get something that can decrease the duration of the ice ball. Run a Wano chopper? Wait, I have it. Pretty sure. I'm out if you're still alive later. Yeah, I bet. Look, I know this movie is gonna do good. I just hope that I just hope that James Gunn can really revive DC because they've been on a losing streak, man. Wait, do I have Porno Chopper with it? Where is it? Where is that? We only got, like, if they made a new Porno Chopper from when he was out. Oh, you know what? That could be cool. Low key. That really could be cool. Man. See, I just hate it because in this meta, the meta is just Aokiji Sabo. And I know people complain about Garp, but I think at this point we can all agree like Garp isn't really much of an issue as we thought. Yes, he's super strong and everything, but there are so many characters that can easily counter him. But man, I'm sick of Aokijis and Sabos. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of Kung Fu form as well. Where is On Point, bro? And I really do have to lock in and buy Odyssey because shout out to Odyssey for actually showing us what On Point would have looked like with Time Skip Chopper. I could bring Foxy.
Tell me why a guy who's taking good care of himself all his life is turning into a lush. Maybe because when I look at myself in the morning, I don't like what I see. You know why I came here? See the team.
Alright, we'll bring Claw and Kaido. But it's like, my biggest issue right now is that, like, Aokiji is literally the best defender in the game, and it's not even close. He can defend all the flags perfectly, and the freaking ice ball can kill if somebody even, like, touches it slightly. And also, why does Aokiji heals when he, like, I don't remember the full thing on what he does, but Aokiji, like, heals most of the time when he uses his freeze. And it's like, what the heck? Who's thought of this and said it was a good idea? Like, now I'm just pissed off that the RNG for this game hoed me.
We all had scholarships. We had all we needed to leave. I don't know, a friend was pregnant and I needed some money. So somehow I met this guy who's a high roller. He put a bunch of money on the game for the other team to win. So they paid me to make sure that they won. I guess that shatters a lot of the images that you have.
I literally would have killed that jobber. Oh, that lore accuracy. Okay. Well, great. Now we gotta freaking.
I want you to be the first to know.
That didn't do any damage.
Maybe I should go. We
Please. Broken devil fruit with more accuracy. I mean, you're right. Plus, he is an EX. But God, whoever the next EX is, please be a counter. Ain't no way. A snake. Bro, a snake. A snake about to make me like crash out.
Today, it's TJ Welcome. Plus, SWAT. Plus, the Light Squad. Reliable entertainment is always right here.
If I had to guess, the next EX would be a Runner Kizaru between Bro, if it's Runner Kizaru, what if he has the ability to, like, create multiple versions of himself? I swear, if he can make copies, and the copies can capture the flag for him, bro, that'd be kind of tough.
When you get to talk to a person, they always consumer cellular, no problems.
Our reception is so much better with consumer cellular. It's been amazing. I just made a road trip across half the country.
Yeah, he would be a better version of Runner King. Because I remember Runner King was the go-to, like, runner for such a long time.
It's within $1 of being half of my old bill.
Bro, it's like, yeah, you need any character that has a shield now. That's what I want, but it would be kind of hard to make and balance that. Yeah, I mean, look at Aokiji. If this is his EX, I'm scared to see what Kizaru would be.
They are so nice to get a human being to talk to.
It's month to month, very simple. You're not one.
I got to keep my phone. I got to keep
Like, what in the world would an EX Fujitora look like?
That's why I love it.
Or EX Green Bull?
We look for you to enjoy our viable nationwide coverage and the best customer service in the business. Give us a call now and start saving up to half on what you're paying now. It only takes about 20 minutes. Call 800-375-6575 to switch and save up to half at consumer cellular. Plus, for a limited time, new customers get their second month free when they sign up today.
Running 5v4 all the time. Basically, if Kizaru could make clones that get flagged, it would be cool. It would be cool, but gameplay-wise, it would suck to be a defender. Because, like, even now, EX Fujitora, imagine. I feel like EX Fujitora would be so stupidly broken that Bum would see an EX in his life. He needs a new unit at least. I would love a new unit for Fujitora.
That's our Teddy. I'll drive. No, you drive like you play basketball. What? I'll drive.
And also, I want him to be a defender. But the problem is, like, right now, defender, if you don't have Aokiji, playing defender sucks. Because then you have to deal with this freaking new Sabo, who Sabo is just casually taking flags like it's nothing. Would be sick. He could like put gravity fields on all the flat. Oh, you know what? Yeah. Gravity fields on the flags, pinning enemies to the ground. Oh, actually, that would be sick. Low key, EX Defender Fujitora would be a better version of EX Blue Kaido. Because with Blue Kaido, I feel like his biggest problem is that all of his abilities, like, you have to make sure you're not under like a roof or anything, so it can hit I mean, his only way of defending himself is like the Bono breath, which half the time people be just timing it. Green Bull has a higher chance of getting one. Yo, low key, Green Bull, EX Green Bull could be kind of sick. I'm trying to think of when it would have to. No, they wouldn't make it. Would they make an EX for like Green Bull when him and Fuji fought? Maybe. Yo, I dodged at that exact moment. What do you mean? Man, why do I gotta fight Garp?
Another clue for Steve Hodel is the concrete bag found at the Black Dahlia crime scene.
One of the other reasons that Steve thought maybe his dad had been
Well, I'm not
involved was
fighting.
that this concrete bag that was found at the scene where
The hell is that?
Short's body had been dumped. Steve said he found a very similar concrete.
Wait, what? You think I can't hit you?
Construction being done there. Steve Hodel found a
Oh my god, I was trying to
receipts to
runner defender tag. Ooh, wait, hold on. That could be tough.
Steve also believes he's established a motive.
Why is Garp so freaking tanky?
That almost exactly resembles the way the logic is laid out. And some believe that if this is George Miguel who perpetrated this murder, that he was trying to imitate or perhaps even supersede the work of Moon due to his close relationship and perhaps jealousy of that man.
Bro, they're going for C. They're going for C.
The doctor abruptly moves to the Philippines, which at the time has no extradition treaty with the U.S.
Great.
there and he creates a whole new family. And he came back many years later and lived in San Francisco, and then Steve went on to write several books and still believes to this day that his father
Please.
really killed Elizabeth Short.
Coming up, a police psychiatrist who was
Please, Garp. Please, Garp. Protect me. Just use it. God. Why is there two Okichi? Bro, I'm going through it. I'm going through it. Meanwhile, god. Bro, that Garp kept us over there for so long. Just remember, we're getting to that part of Egghead. Oh! Right! The God Valley flashback! Yo, for sure. For sure. I think we're getting a new... One of those God Valley characters has to be... Would they make an EX for one of the... Like a God Knight? Like Garling? Or... Because we low-key bull the Rocks crew. Because we got all of their designs, they could low-key give us a new one. Yeah, the anime can gas it up all they want. Because seeing that interview with Vincent, shout out to Vincent, because he gave us Luffy versus Kizaru. But knowing that the animators animate the scenes depending on what they want in the scene. Like, now the agenda of Luffy wasn't trying against Kizaru, and Kizaru wasn't trying. Well, the agenda is big. A lot of people in the power scalers of One Piece have been really talking about that. But an EX from the God Valley flashback, who would it be? Because there's the God Knights, that's for one. The entire Rocks crew, except for Rocks. The Roger Pirates. There's the Marines, because at that point we had extremely young Garp, Bogan. Wait, no, not Bogan. I forget the dude who always wears the hat and the sword, always with Garp. But man, I just want to EX Sengoku. But you know, I'm just asking for too much, I guess.
What you need is a will. Luckily, trusted will makes it easy to create a legally valid, state-specific document that actually counts. Start your will at trustedwill.com now and make it count.
Mysteries captivate us, forcing us to look back and unravel the truth as we turn back up and retrace the evidence. Will it reverse everything we thought was true? History's greatest mysteries. New episode tonight only on the History Channel.
But when you mentioned the flashback, for sure, I want an EX Kuma. I want that. I don't care. I want EX Kuma, bro. But with how they gassed him in the anime, the EX for the elders might just be Saturn. But then again, because for sure one of the elders has to get an EX. I feel like they're gonna do Saturn. But man, Saturn looks like he's gonna be a defender.
So Dr. Dwyver is interviewed for a true crime magazine, where he basically makes some flattering statements about who the Black Dahlia killer may be, talking about the intelligence of the individual who did this, and perhaps that person's need to brag or boast about it.
Within days, the letter that Dr. Dwyver
I don't know what metal set I want. We still don't have those versions of Garp, Redbeard, and Roger, technically. Yeah. I'm trying to think of who else was there. Shiki was there, but he had two swords. No Stash Roger? You know what? I wouldn't mind it. That's for sure. I would not mind it.
Jack Sands proposes this as the hypothetical motive of Jeff Connors. But Dr. DeRiver says, no, Sands himself is the guy.
By now, police psychiatrist Dr. DeRiver is convinced he's writing to the actual killer and that Jack Sands is not his real name.
So to track down this Jack Sands, the LAPD dispatches an officer in Florida to monitor his mailbox. And they soon discover that this Jack Sands is actually a man named Leslie Dillon. Dillon is a married man who bounced between residences and also between jobs. He once worked as a beautician's assistant, which intrigues police given the way that Elizabeth Short's body is cut.
The driver has an undercover LAPD officer bring Dillon to a Bug hotel in El Monte, California, so the driver can talk to him about the murder.
They spent 3 days in a hotel room with Bug to have a conversation about the details of this killing.
Dillon tells the police that he believes Connor had a motive to kill Elizabeth Short. Driver is seeking to establish the credibility of Dillon, so he tests him. He inquires about the damage to Elizabeth Short's eyes.
One of the things that we know that police held back was the fact that the suspect had actually cut a portion of Elizabeth Short's leg, which contained a tattoo of a rose.
When asked about the rose tattoo and its location on Elizabeth Short's body, without hesitation, Leslie Dillon states that it was removed from her left thigh.
Young Big Mom, Kaido, Shiki, Stussy, Gloriosa. Honestly, there's a lot of characters because we also got Young Garland.
He's finally solved the Black Dahlia murder.
They go back to Los Angeles, and Dillon is ultimately arrested. But just when it seems like the case is alive, LAPD makes a stunning announcement.
Coming up, news revealed evidence doesn't just point the finger at who killed Elizabeth Short. It may finally reveal exactly where it happened.
There are witnesses who say the room she was staying in was found blood everywhere.
This Memorial Day, at the documentary event, with the premiere of the all-new series, Killing Cosmos the West, and don't miss the two-night documentary experience, City Boy. It all starts Memorial Day 9, from the history
Oh, dude. Wait. Gabon. You're right. A Gabon. We could get a young Gabon, an old Gabon from Elbath. Hold on. Gabon might be a crazy unit. Okay, there's that.
It's the first treatment of its kind that calms the nerves and ATH, smooths inflammation, and restores sleep barrier. Do not take it allergic to Nemluvio and have serious reactions to your Tell your doctor about any medicines you take. Experience lives are planned to receive.
Tag Rayleigh and Gabon.
The most common side effects
Yo, I'd be down for that actually.
and get the experience that lasts. Ask your dermatology specialist about Nemluvio today.
I've had terrible feeling problems on my porch. Now I understand why.
Refilter is offering a free inspection on your schedule. Refilter is a permanent deficit, so you don't have to worry about costly damage from clogged vessels yet. Call us today and schedule your free inspection.
Hola, Ari. How are you?
I don't want to dim my good credit, so I'm using Experian credit cards with no due. See these? They say that when you
Buenos dias.
get my FICO score won't be dim. Sounds good to me. Get the free Experian with them.
It was men's health after they had done the surgery to remove all the tumors that it really you see the commercials. You never put yourself in that person's shoes until you're here.
Incomplete. For free help, visit cdc.gov/tips.
It's
I mean, give me a... Bro, stop giving me a flame. Give me like some type of boost to HP. Oh, this I can work with.
USA membership is for those who serve and can be shared with their spouses, their kids, and their kids for generations to come.
That I can kind of work with.
USAA. See if you can become a member today.
I know you don't play Bounty. I know you don't play Bounty Rush. They've been doing a lot of crazy stuff lately. We just got a switch unit of Egghead, Gear 5. I mean, not Bounty Rush, Treasure Cruise. Okay. Oh, you know what? I used to play Treasure Cruise. I don't even know why I stopped playing. But they had an Egghead, Gear 5, Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji, a Kizaru, and a 3-sword style Nami. What? How are they good? I expect that they're really good units. I'm good as I can be right now. Just woke up. Okay. Well, good morning to you. Did you sleep good? Is the question. Ooh, that's a crucial medal. I think I can pair that up with the Garp medal.
Along with 70 razor blades and darkish.
The dog leash itself had been damaged or worn.
They made a unit based on a cover page for Nami of a Freddy set. That's actually really sick. Bounty Rush could never do that. Yeah, I slept great actually. That's wonderful. I slept good actually. I would say I actually did sleep really good. Ooh, that's a good one too.
Jeff Collins is really Dylan's alter ego. Jeff Connors and really is in the San Francisco Bay Area.
Interestingly enough, police learned that Jeff Connors, in addition to knowing Leslie Dillon, he also knows Mark Hansen, one of our suspects from the previous theory, as well as Elizabeth Shue, and that all of these paths might have crossed at some time previously.
Investigators suspect that those paths might have crossed when a jealous and spurned Mark Hansen may have enlisted their help in killing Beth Schultz. But when Jeff Connors' ex-wife gives him an alibi,
Over here, that just that's good. Thank you.
alive to walk free.
Oh man. So Ari, what are you up to? And Bull, I think I'm trying to think of like a dual unit that would be really cool.
Leslie Dillon may have the number.
Honestly, they should just release a morning hair goes crazy. Oh yes, this is my hair out of the man bun. I need to eat something. Same. I was gonna heat up like some bread, like bread cheese. Probably make myself a little sandwich.
Had said to him that she knew exactly who had killed the Black Dog. And then also, according to her son, said to him that she had seen someone who resembled Elizabeth Short in Mark Hansen's home behind the 14 Gardens.
I should give that to Kaido.
According to Nanette's son, she asked Hansen who the girl was, and he said it was Elizabeth Short.
So a week after the Black Dog murder, when the story was all over the news, Mark Hansen apparently called Nanette and said she shouldn't mention this to anyone.
Yeah, maybe I should. What happened to my boiled egg? Oh. Someone ate it. I don't know who.
To unredacted district attorney's office documents, Mark Hansen,
But someone did eat it. Unfortunately, it's not me. I want a cross guild unit. Ooh. Cross guild with
And portrait
Mihawk and Croc.
the Astor Hotel.
Yo, that would actually be kind of sick, though.
And so we went through at the Astor Hotel in Los Angeles. The hotel owners wanted them to go through after everyone had left it. And
What would be a good metal set for
everywhere.
Garb? Okay, let me look up a metal set for Garb and then a metal set for Blue Kaido. Just like how someone ate the Snickers. Okay, that someone was me though. I did eat those Snickers. And, you know, I truly cannot deny it.
The two detectives who were working this case, who were working the Astor Hotel scene.
Who's the someone we don't know? It's not me. It's not me, I swear. Because I was trying to eat it, and then it was just gone.
Had the clout to bury evidence and stretch an investigation into his possible guilt. It's yet another unanswered question in LA's most compelling murder mystery.
Elizabeth's shortlist fame carries on to this day because nobody's been caught.
Given the nature of the crime, we want an answer. We want to know why. We want to know who. And until we do, I think there will always be an interest.
I swear I did eat it. I swear I did not eat it.
But without solid evidence, there's still no way to rule anyone in or out. The file remains open. A detective is still on the case. Maybe one day a newfound clue will finally lead to the identity of Elizabeth Short's killer and justice.
Don't gaslight. I swear. I swear. I only ate one. And I was trying to eat it. Oh. I'll be back.
Imagine the repercussions it might bring down Democrats and FDR with them.
It dominates mainstream media for over 5 decades.
He's to the lab, reporting to Judge Crater on us. Probably the equivalent of a Jimmy Hoffa treating Amelia Earhart.
Now we examine the top theories behind the so-called missingest man in America.
Crater knows we're all about it. Well, if you break the rules, can't take my girl from home. Hey, I'm gonna come here, man. We're gonna collect.
Whatever's on the back of this tow truck, that's how I make my money.
Just off the strip, we're a pair of companies looking to get every tow in Sin City. On the south side is the tow truck company with.
The battle was a crushing defeat, but it was also a crucial step on the road to an independent Texas. The Alamo is intrinsic to Texas identity.
It's like a foundation myth, an origin story. It is the soul of Texas. But the fact is that the Alamo was just one battle in the middle of a revolution that had been brewing for 2 decades. That revolution hadn't succeeded. The United States had a very different day.
Can't believe it. Thank you. I got donuts.
More heavily on myth or legend than evidence.
Currently,
There's usually some truth behind the myths of history.
There are secrets hidden in these historic sites. The question is, can we find them?
Okay, let's see. I'm not gonna comment on that now. My dad
should we be eating so much sugar at your old age? That is crazy.
In some ways, I feel it's actually somewhat natural that I became an archaeologist. It was the weapons from the early history of Texas that got me hooked on the Alamo. Not just the battle in 1836, but the years of conflict that led up to it. It was such a militarized period.
Wait a minute.
Historic firearms actually got me entangled in a mystery I've worked on all my professional life. one day I was just walking through the lab and I saw this container, kind of a bucket of firearm pieces. You know, you have a trigger guard and you have a side plate, some of them covered with marine growth. And I saw it and I'm like,
Oh,
wow, this is
knockback
weaponry.
medals.
It was exciting because I love historic firearms.
Wait, what's a knockback medal? That I welcome back though. Thank you. I got 2 donuts.
This was a critical strategic
I got this one.
point into Texas. Paso Caballo was a natural channel from the Gulf of Mexico into Macquarie Bay in the 1800s. It was extremely treacherous at the time, and lots of ships were lost there. These weapons looked like they were from a ship that wrecked in the 1800s, maybe around the time of the rebellion in Texas. But the divers who found it had a problem. There wasn't really anything left of the ship. Nobody knew what the ship was and where it was going.
The sort by knockback.
The question was, are there enough clues to uncover its story? It was at maybe 20 feet of murky black water. The wooden hull had been ripped away by current or eaten by worms. But there was important evidence remaining. Like ballast stones used to stabilize the ship. And weapons.
Hi, donuts.
There were
Yes.
cannonballs, musket balls, and bar shot.
And then I
which
got
is
a
like
chocolate
dumbbell you
donut.
would fire out of a cannon to rip up enemy rigging. For me, the most exciting thing was his collection of firearm parts.
Can I have the other donut?
From
Sure.
plates that would once been screwed to the butt, trigger guards, or remains of the gun barrels.
Sure, you can have the other one.
This was such an extraordinary collection. It could be a merchant ship, a naval vessel, or even pirates. The problem is with so little left, how would you know? That's where I came in. The best chance of identifying the wreck were those numbers. I made it my mission to find out. As these artifacts deteriorate underwater, you end up getting this kind of conglomerate that sort of covers these artifacts. So the first thing I had to do was to try to see what's inside this concrete-like mass. And to do that, I had to x-ray each one. And once you get past all that stuff that's on the outside, you can begin to see the individual components. And when I saw the firing mechanism, I knew exactly what I was looking at. We had several examples of
The ramrod guys?
It was clear what these guns were. They were a type of weapon called a flintlock musket. With the flintlock, we were using this essentially metal
Thanks,
and
but I was
stone
kidding.
to
Are you
transfer
sure?
spark into a gun barrel that would cause ignition and propel the musket ball. This was the main firearm technology of the early 1800s, right up to the time of the Alamo. I wanted to know where these specific guns came from. We just have a lot of, kind of unarticulated pieces.
Right, okay. Did you have any of the trigger guards?
We had
Okay,
the
I'm being
trigger guards,
dumb.
We had the
I
side
swear.
plates, and then the butt plates.
So you might see manufacturer marks on the lock
Locks.
here.
I knew that information
I
could
swear
be
I'm being
encased
dumb.
beneath the concreted layers.
Do I?
To get to it meant days of
Where is the
with pneumatic
knockback?
drill, just delicately chipping away. But it was so worth it. As I was deconcreting these and removing that material, I was revealing British crowns and tower marks. These were British made.
Yeah, I'm sure I can't have it anymore. Ah, I see.
The
No
fact that
worries.
they were British meant I could finally zero in on a date. These British military arms were available throughout the region, especially in the 1820s and moving forward from there. This was a time of revolution. First Mexico fighting for
And they
independence
should
from
have
Spain,
settled.
and then Texas rebelling against the Mexican government.
No way they removed it.
Throughout that history, throughout that region, including at the Battle of the Alamo. So which part of Texas's turbulent history did these weapons belong to? There was one particularly fascinating thing about the way these arms appeared on the rack. We had individual arms.
Great. I'm gonna have to go one by one.
These arms that were stacked, end to end. When I was mechanically cleaning them, I was finding this organic stuff like straw. It's the packing material. It's like the bubble wrap of the 1800s. And to me, that was super exciting because it indicated that these were boxed together.
Why would they remove it? Because they hate us.
They were being shipped. Someone was trafficking these guns around Texas.
Now I just gotta go back and forth until I find a knockback medal. Some Queen and Kid medals have knockback. Oh right, it was the go-to original Kid Defender, right? I think it was that one. Yup. Wait, that's recovering HP? No.
Was just following all this maritime traffic and looking for these arms shipments. I just needed to know when the ship sank. I created a database for every single ship I was coming across. But there wasn't any kind of smoking gun that could say this is exactly what this vessel is. I had nowhere else to go. But then, after 10 years, something finally turned up on a totally different wreck, thousands of feet deep, in the Gulf of Mexico.
Right. I don't think I ever played Queen.
It's no wonder that the people here take such pride.
What's wrong?
It's just not what you expect.
Yeah, I thought you were asleep.
No, I had to take my. Did you eat my donut?
What donut?
Like it's donut.
With new mixing bowl mashup plus fan favorite s'mores, the
I
new
eat too.
DQ Summer Blizzard menu
It's
calls
around
for
with the custard in the middle.
No.
Tea chocolate.
Try the new DQ Summer Blizzard menu because
Chocolate.
nothing says summer like baseball and
What? That was yours? How was I supposed to? So.
Oh. Did you try that coffee one?
No.
Let's try it.
Sure. When hit with knock. Okay, so that's when you get hit by a knockback. I need knockback. There was an event medal. It was like an event ulti medal. Hold on.
Basically ties the answer to almost all of them.
For all of life's laundry questions,
It's got to be time. Bro, I was like so slow. I saw chocolate and I'm like, yo, 1v1, man.
to be a good time. It matters where you stay.
No.
Conrad Hotels and Resorts. Hilton for the stay.
Nice car. Still for sale. I want to pay you half now.
There you go, Jake.
Thank you. Did you just sell your car to Carvana?
Yes, I did.
Well, that puts this location into context.
I tried to tell you.
Sell your car to Carvana today.
We have a dangerous strike threat. Book tickets. Now. He's not from our world. But he's making himself
Okay, it was an event medal. I'm forgetting if it was ulti or page 1.
I'm gonna give you to 3 stitch.
I'm below 40. And no, I'm good.
Team that was sample collecting artifacts from the Monterey Shipwreck Project. It's a deep water shipwreck that's about 180 miles off Texas and Louisiana Gulf, and it had a collection of weapons.
Yep, it was this one. Yeah.
I kind of got myself invited.
Do I have like a third?
Because of my gun expertise.
Low key, I could try to do like these two.
To go out there at sea and to see this really beautiful visibility, it was neat. You're just kind of approaching this sort of sleeping, resting, kind of ghostly shape of this.
I'm sure they removed it for a reason. I guess, but
and I remember when we were approaching it from the bow,
I don't get it.
See that we had a musket box.
Yeah,
Get closer and you would zoom in, and you could really start seeing really the details.
What is it that I need?
I got super excited. You could see
more defense, I guess.
Each Army regiment had its own unique number, and that number was often etched onto the regiment's weapons, so you can trace the musket's history. When we got those butt plates off of the seabed, it was so clear that there was a link to my wreck. From Pascobody, we had regimental marks from at least 3 different British groups, but the one that was most interesting was this 41st Regiment, because these arms from the Monterey rack, they had that same 41st Regimental mark on those guns in the same place. The source of those arms could have been exactly the same. There was nothing on the Pascobaya wreck that could easily date it, but on this ship we had a wealth of artifacts that together could be pinned to a more specific time. It kind of came down in the end to a plate, and then there was a decanter, a glass container, and both of those artifacts sort of placed us in a period of at least 1810 to 1815. This was a time of turmoil in North America, with different nations and states battling for control or independence. Too early for the Alamo. But that's
nice cut. What's up, you
for
know?
those years of conflict that led up to the battle. Finally, I had something. After 15 years, I went straight to my database. I had a hunch. I already had a wreck that sank around that time that had a cargo matching the artifacts. There was an account of a shipwreck from 1817 that was associated with the privateer Louis Michel Henry. And that
Blue
ship had arms
Elements?
on it. Henry was a
I'll try to get the
privateer
18.
who was contracted by Mexican revolutionaries. And
What's good, man? How you been? I'm doing good. What you been up to? Yo, man.
And he proceeded to lead Macaroon through Pascobody when he ran around and wrapped.
Alright, we'll try one more time.
That what we're looking at really could represent this 1817 wreck.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep
was
it.
right next to it. These
Not gonna use that many rainbow gems.
fighting in the Mexican Revolution.
Alright. Let's try this Kaido out.
A bucket of artifacts and lab to a shipwreck with a story. And that story played out at a critical time in the history of North America. This was just one ship and weapons. But privateers like Harvey, trafficking...
Yeah, what you been up to, you know?
Changed the course of history. This region was a powder keg primed with these weapons.
By eating her donut. Bro, that's my fault. That's my fault. I should have asked. Finished my second semester of college, so that's cool. I'm on summer break now. Gotta find a job. I keep postponing it too much. You're postponing it.
Early 1950s, I was here.
Why are you postponing it? And also, I'm sorry. And look, I didn't know. I should have asked if there were any specific ones. Because she usually gets the the cream-filled donuts, and I don't eat the cream-filled.
Davy Crockett died there. Travis died there. Bowie died somewhere here.
Oh God!
185 men died
Looking
there
at this cemetery.
to keep Texas free from the tyranny of
Laziness,
Texas
business, and all
Santa.
that.
And,
I see.
that was my first
Yeah,
encounter
I told her
with
sorry.
the place. I never imagined.
I owe her a
this time
donut.
later, I'd wind up finding
She
a
said the
piece of
job
evidence
slur
that had
while
been
he
lost
doesn't have a
for
job.
150
That
years.
is crazy.
With new mixing bowl mashup plus fan favorite s'mores, the new DQ Summer Blizzard menu calls for a
Trade proposal.
try the new DQ Summer Blizzard menu because nothing says summer like baseball and blizzard treats.
I'm into comedy. I'm also into banging. What I'm not into is heartburn. That's why I take Voquesta. Here in Keenan's stomach.
Buy her all the donuts. Appreciate
Some
it.
acid and relieve heartburn related to non-erosive GERD. Voquesta is the first and only FDA-approved treatment of its kind. And it heals erosive esophagitis known as erosive GERD. Ooh la la. 93% of adults with erosive GERD were healed by 2 months. Of those healed, 79% stayed healed. Plus, Voquesta can provide heartburn-free days and nights. Other serious stomach conditions may exist. Don't take if allergic to Voquesta or while on rilpivirine. Serious allergic reactions include trouble breathing, rash, itching, and swelling of face, lips, tongue, or throat. Serious side effects may include kidney problems, intestinal infection, fractures, life-threatening skin reactions, low B12 or magnesium levels, and stomach cramps. Tell your doctor about your medical conditions, medications, and if you have diarrhea.
Bro, I didn't know that was her donut. I didn't know.
Dizziness, chills, shortness of breath,
Oh my
muscle
God.
weakness, spasms of hands, feet, or voice. Voquesta can help kick some acid, and so can you. Ask your doctor about Voquesta.
Here, same time next month.
Okay.
Who's that?
Oh, it's just an annoying subscription.
I'm kind of blind, not gonna lie.
But he's just so hard to cancel.
Just download Rocket Money. You cancel subscriptions you don't want.
Also, Yamil, what is this about you not knowing what certain Ben 10 aliens look like?
Download Rocket Money today.
I thought you watched Ben 10. How's life? Life has been good. It's been sucking because of work, but life's good.
And that's Granger on his side, offering access to technical product specialists and the scales to their so he can keep his business in gear and always moving forward.
I'm gonna try it.
Call clickgranger.com or
Go ahead.
Smells good.
Smells good.
You can open the thing and pour it in the.
Oh. So you just make hot water?
Just put the hot water in the coffee pot. Like,
Oh, yeah.
What brings you to Australia today?
What is it?
Ice cream.
We're going in a room.
Ooh.
Yeah, just a little talk.
Well, hey, you guessed like 2 out of 10 with extreme health? What do you, how extreme is extreme health? Yes. My mom said hello to everyone. Yamil never watched Ben 10 because he was unironically born 15 years after it came out. Oh my God. If you were to say echo a cave, would it sound like echo echo or echo coke?
Story goes that the Mexicans were attacking the fort with thick defensive walls. Now, how do we know that's true?
What?
Some people thought there was simply nothing left to be found around Alamo Plaza. I was convinced they were attacking. I spent years poring over documents detailing what those walls looked like and where they might have stood. I then drew up a possible outline.
I love Ben 10. Me too. Which is why it hurts to hear that.
Was to find out if there was
If you say echo in a cave,
to find those legendary stone walls.
If you were to say echo in a cave, how would it sound like?
Insurance maps. Pink colored buildings are brick. Blue buildings are stone, and so on. And in appropriate cases, it says whether there is a basement. What I wanted to know was, after 150 years of construction, was there any of the original battleground left underground? Since 1836, the Alamo Chapel and its surroundings have transformed. Huge brick buildings, hotels, bars, souvenir stores, anything beneath them would have been obliterated. But opposite the chapel, there was
I was trying to guess Echo's name, and the hint I gave was.
Only this structure is indicated as.
What would you hear if you said echo? And this man said echo, wait.
It began to really look likely that a radio and electronics hobbyist store was sitting effectively just on the only undisturbed stretch of wall on the entire length of the plaza.
Okay, so that's the same boo in a cave. Alright.
By the time we actually got the key to the back door, they had emptied out all of their equipment. So it was essentially just an empty echoing space with a stripped wooden floor. And we stood there in it and looked around, and I think it was Wayne Cox that said, well, let's do it here. And he slams the big iron metal pick into the floor and punches a hole between two of the boards. Big chunk of it pops out, and I think he said, somebody else look. I don't have the nerve. And we shined the flashlight in, and there was dirt. No basement. That meant the area wasn't disturbed. It wasn't until then that we knew that was the only big chance to find the Alamo Fortress. Well, the next day we started prying up all of the
Okay, so
broke out the trowels.
Here's the thing: when
it was like a dense cheese.
You see, what's crazy about this?
And cheddar, but not as hard as Parmesan. We were scraping, and immediately we were feeling that chunk feel.
A cave echo is a sound that reflects off the walls or the ceiling of the cave, creating a delayed or repeated version of the original sound.
Clay, and
so it's basically like you say echo in a cave. Echo, 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 echo.
Whatever this was,
it takes a while until it gets to the co part. So it's just gonna constantly say echo, 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 until the sound gets too far in where you can only hear the last few letters.
Accepted that was it.
That's why it's baffling that you said echo cho cho cho. Like what Banter version are you watching?
Okay, it was remarkable, and I still can't get over it. It told me that my survey notes for the entire enclosure was correct.
The That's why I look confuzzled, because I'm like, what did you just say to me?
Sections of the wall that stood between the massive Mexican army and those
because it just didn't. Yeah, it's not just gonna go cho cho cho.
They did not.
Unless you literally yell out cho.
Like this was just the beginning. We were standing right on.
I ain't never heard a cave repeat a whole. What? Have you been in a cave?
Some of the myths about the battle itself. There's so many things we don't understand about the Battle of the Alamo. who was fighting where, what they were firing, everything.
Echoes don't do that. What do you mean echoes don't do that?
When we ran out of time, the city had to pay.
Bro, I've been in a cave. They do that.
But then 40 years later, I got a call.
Two gorillas versus a polar bear?
Is a masterpiece. They call it this.
What?
Now I'm more hungry. Me too.
Who would want to fight? Two silverback gorillas or one polar bear? I think two gorillas got it, bro.
Nah, a polar bear.
Yeah, the most big.
They are. The gorillas don't fight like that.
Is their support giving you the headaches? Then it's time for a change. Re-engineer the new Cindy Posturepedic to help stop those nagging aches for good. Because only Posturepedic features our exclusive precision fit coils that respond to your pressure points.
No, that's facts. Like
No other mattress can.
polar bear, if it hits them, because here's the thing: every time a polar bear sees something that it can eat, it's gonna kill him.
Keep squishing, fingers relaxed. And squish. Thank you. Good job.
Switch the rainbow. Taste the rainbow.
So the car is a big deal. You've had some big moments. Okay, and some wrong turns. But when you're ready to sell, Car Gurus is a big help.
Gorillas is smarter than polar bear. Here's the thing: gorillas might be smarter, but polar bears are smarter when it comes to killer instinct. Like polar bears will eventually find out a way to kill the gorilla.
That bite hurts. Yeah, 1,200. Gorillas for 13.
Okay, they got the advantage of fight force, right? All right. They got the advantage of the weight. They got the advantage of the weight. But like,
Advanced form of dry AMD.
No, I just can't believe this.
But Cyfochrene is an FDA-approved eye injection that gives you the power to slow GA. Cyfochrene was proven to slow GA lesion growth over 2 years with increasing effect over time. It's the only treatment to slow GA in as few as 6 doses per year.
Don't take Cyfochrene.
Polar bears are built different. That's like saying Prime Mike Tyson versus two of like. What? Why are you gonna hold me?
Infection in retinal detachments, severe inflammation of vessels in the retina, which may result in severe vision loss, wet AMD, eye inflammation, and an increase in eye pressure. Most common side effects are eye discomfort, wet AMD, small specks floating in vision, and blood in the white of the eye. Tell your doctor right away if you have any side effects.
Act on.
Nah, Yamil, literally see. It's ow, 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 and then they stop saying the A. Eventually, the sound will travel until it gets to a point where you only hear one syllable. It's not just gonna automatically go ow, ooh, what? You gotta look up like sounds. Why we gotta get texted for that? Here's the thing. I'm first off, even if there's 2 versions of me, I'm not getting in the ring with Mike Tyson. Because even at his old age, I'm not getting punched. I'm not getting punched by this.
and started finding artifacts that told a far different story.
Again,
in the area within the outer wall, there were things like colorful beads.
The sound here, the sound will eventually keep moving until you hear only one syllable. That's why it's crazy that you're saying right after you scream into a cave, you're just gonna hear.
It makes a different sound, and so you know immediately you found something.
If you say ow, it's gonna say ow, ow, ow. Ooh, 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 ooh. The farther the sound travels.
When we find household pottery on an archaeological
You know what?
site,
Hold on.
it typically
I'll
means
bring in a tiebreaker. Mother.
These finds are showing the Alamo not
Okay, I need you to answer a question for me.
By 1836,
Okay.
the Alamo had been inhabited by people for 112
Okay.
years.
Say you're in a cave and you scream in the cave.
Of people who had been established.
Does it go? Say you scream, hello.
The traditional Alamo battle song
Hello. How long will it take for that sound to travel until you hear like
for a few weeks.
the last two syllables of the word?
The archaeology is telling us that focusing on the legend of the Alamo, this is a huge part of the story.
It will take a while, right? Yeah, it will take a while. So you say hi from Potato Salad. Potato Salad says hello.
Hey, Potato Salad. How's it going?
Let's see. If I scroll back up.
You're screening dirt from a unit, and all of a sudden you see this green. If you've had any experience, you
all is well with Potato Salad?
Yeah, all is well. Ari says hello.
Trying to look at it and see what they think it is, and he said, "You know, I really
How are
think
you?
it's a finial from a gun."
Okay, so my mom just broke the tiebreaker. When you say something, when you yell something in a cave, it will take a while for that's
the last syllable.
Yeah, the last syllable.
It's like you will hear an echo.
We need to exactly. That's what, because it happens also with like dealing with a mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it gets eventually it will get to a point where it just starts echoing.
Especially if I'm so good.
I'm good. I'm glad. She's glad everybody's doing good.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Mother. Okay, now, Yamil, let me know something. What about the other Ben 10 characters? What about the other Ben 10 characters? Or aliens? Like, for example, if I were to just put up a random alien, would you know the name?
Growing up in Texas before 1960s civil rights revolution in America.
You know what? Hold on.
Was not taught their own. Initially, my mission was to.
Oh God! Oh God! Okay, okay.
One of my professors introduced.
So let me know, how many aliens has Yamil like guessed correctly?
I looked up for another 3 years. I lived in those documents. This is a document by which Juan Seguin, a Tejano, a native of Texas, was commissioned as a captain in the Texas Army by Stephen F. Austin, the general of the Texas Army.
Ben 10 aliens, Ari.
Brought his company.
Because low-key, this could be an interesting game.
And it's signed in October of 1835. These are the people who built up the Alamo just before the battle in March of 1836. They were in the Alamo, and they fought alongside Davy Crockett and William Travis in the Alamo against the Mexican government.
Ben 10 aliens. I thought you meant actual aliens. Oh, no, you're good. Jeez, I wish there were actual aliens.
I would say 50.
Yo, I got a crazy question.
soldiers of Texas.
Would y'all
People think that Texas
smash an alien?
Anglo-Americans who came to Texas and fought for independence. That's true, but the Tejanos were the ones who gave the Anglo-Americans
Would y'all?
the freedom to do that in Texas.
I don't even know if it would be possible. Hold on, let me count. What do you mean, let me count? How many did you go through? Omni-Man style? Yes.
This was also a community of Tejanos.
Also, for people who have watched Ben 10, Ari, just know, we talk about Ben 10 a lot here. 9/11, but we had to hold this man through 7 of them? Okay, let me know what aliens you guys picked, so I don't pick those aliens. Because I'm smart like that.
Secured Texas independence actually came 6 weeks later. After the Battle of the Alamo, the Mexican army began moving eastward.
Imagine if the alien had multiple arms, though.
Right in this area.
Yes.
Just in a battleground site.
But also, that alien, who knows? You might. I don't want a freaky alien. Because they might be trying to do stuff.
And this time, the Texans won. This was a complete reversal of the Alamo. The main fighting lasted just 8
Talk about Ben 10 all you want. Okay, for anybody who has watched Ben 10, if you were to make an alien in the world of Ben 10 that is going to be added to the Omnitrix, what kind of alien would it be? Talk about smashing aliens again? Bro, I'm just saying. Like, if you had the opportunity to, with consent, would you?
Oh, our car's value went up.
Maybe we should track all our cars' value on Carvana.
All of them?
All of them. We need more trackers.
I'll track the van.
Gotcha. Is that my belt?
Parts of it, yeah.
Okay.
I'm getting value update.
I'm trying to think of, like, who would be a good alien. Depends on the alien. Oh, you know what? I know what I can do. Yamil. I'm gonna put up a random alien on the screen. I need you to tell me if they're in Ben 10 or not. Yes, I would. Next question. Yes.
Flexible payment options only at SafeLight.com.
The DQ Sauced and Tossed Chicken Strip Basket comes in your choice of honey barbecue or new buffalo, layered with flavor from the top, bottom, and everywhere in between. Delicious from every angle. That's the Sauced and Tossed Chicken Strip Basket. Get yours now only at DQ.
Huh. Noom has GLP-1 meds now?
Yes, Noom combines medication with healthy habits so you can lose the weight and keep it off.
Yeah. GLP-1s starting at $149. That's Noom smart.
Noom, the smart way to lose weight.
The Disney Resorts Collection is the most magical place to stay and the most magical place on Earth. And with extra time at any of the
Legacy check general. Alright. Depends on the alien, but you're already an alien.
So 20 years until we die. At this rate, it's probably
It's crazy. What do you mean? That's crazy.
Oh wow, I've got 3 DoorDash accounts. I totally forgot to cancel those. You know you can cancel those right in the app. Black
Alright,
has a clear dashboard showing all your income and expenses, helping you stay in control of your bills. It also shows you a list of all your
This is what Yamil guessed Echo Echo's name was after the hints we gave.
Yes.
Alright, bet. I'm kind of scared.
Homeowners, is your mulch protected from the mulch menaces? A nice yard shouldn't need more maintenance and more cleanup. Take back control of your mulch with Liquid Rubber Mulch Glue. Lock down your mulch today.
so you can get back to living life. For a limited time, purchase any size mulch glue and receive a garden
What would you?
sprayer absolutely free.
For me, there's actually there's two aliens I would make in the world of Ben 10.
We take you back.
For me, hold on, I have to get.
Every region of Italy is beautiful, but Tuscany is a masterpiece.
The point is the quality.
Now I'm more hungry. Me too.
Okay, first off, I'm thinking a kangaroo boxing alien, a kangaroo boxer,
I have a very
a volcano iguana,
history within my family.
like some type of lava iguana, and then
My master's thesis was
like a humanoid beaver who can manipulate wood.
The traditional story of the Battle of San Jacinto is that the plucky Texans managed to catch the Mexican army off guard and asleep. And
Well, actually, I could just show you this idea I had, because I was creating my own version of Ben 10. So, first off, I was going off of where Omniverse left off, with the Biometrics. So 12 new Biometrics aliens. I've been thinking about which Biometrics aliens would be the coolest. Why the kangaroo though? I don't know. Hashirama as a beaver? Basically, hey, it'd be cool.
over the last nearly 2 centuries, the
So,
background has
Accelerate in Wrath, I think could be a really cool one.
industry began to move in.
So yeah, Accelerate, Gravstar, Gravitac, and Lodestar.
Looked like in 1836.
Being able to, and I'm really just trying to make the names make sense to an extent, but gravity plus magnetism does sound kind of crazy. Fast matter, fast track, and gray matter. This way, it's giving fast track more love. Jet chill, jet ray, and big chill.
As soon as I looked at the site, I knew we were going to need evidence.
I think it could be cool.
Conflict really took place.
Okay, Eye Guy, and Vampire. Only reason I picked this is because like Vampire has the hypnosis, and I think that paired with Eye Guy, who could, they could be able to put anyone under hypnosis in an area. Could be really cool. Arctic Hazard, Arctic Wana, and Water Hazard, for obvious reasons. Stinkweevil, Stinkfly, and Ball Weevil could be cool. Snarodactyl. This one, bro, the name goes hard. I don't care what anybody says. Snarodactyl. I think it could be really cool because Aerodactyl already has those like energy whips. So those energy whips could also be like bandages, like energy bandages. Blitzmutt, Blitzwolfer, and Wildmutt. Self-explanatory. Armabolt, Armadillo, and Cannonbolt.
We can make a 3D model.
Which, low-key, they would be very broken together. Chroma Clock, Chroma Stone, and Clockwork. That could be cool. And I saw this on the internet. The Ghost Freak and Ripjaws, Ghost Jaws. Now, the new Omnitrix aliens. There's Owl Clips.
Also showed us places that were low.
Yo, Blitzmud goes crazy, right? That's a crazy name.
The terrain was different.
Look, I was trying to think of in the mind of Ben 10, like what would he name this? Okay, so darkness manipulating owl race. I don't know what I'm gonna call them. I called them owl clips, but I'm also thinking of like what the race should be called. Kangaroo boxer aliens? For now, I called them sluggaroos. Because in
for almost 30 years.
sluggers are technically, well, sluggers are boxers, so I thought slugger and putting roo at the end, nothing, it's like nothing crazy type of thing. So there's a sand tornado race. I wanted to do more with sand because Ben doesn't seem like he has a sand alien. So a literal sand tornado, or like maybe I could do some type of sand scorpion. What other creatures are in the sand?
Is very good at what he does.
Rattlesnakes?
Every little beep and click.
And then a volcano iguana based alien I think would be cool. So I put a Green Lantern ant, which is literally like an ant with the powers of Green Lantern. But it's like a different color. I don't know why, but yeah. Then Timbertooth is what I'm calling the humanoid beaver race, who can manipulate wood.
But it quickly became clear something wasn't right.
Yeah, Timbertooth, a portal creating alien. I don't know what, but yeah. An earth manipulating bear alien. Or just some type of bear alien. And then an alien, an OP alien, obviously, because Ben always needs an OP alien. But then let's get into what's an ant doing with the powers of the Green Lantern? Seems kind of weak. I know, it does seem kind of weak. But I'm like, I'm trying to think of like different species that, like different real life species that could be an alien in the universe of Ben 10. I was only thinking of an ant. But obviously, I could do like a praying mantis. Like a praying mantis swordsman. Where they use their, like, things as swords. That could be a thing. Okay, now, I've been thinking about the aspects of Ben 10 that need improvement.
More easily. Its gentle massage and relaxing sounds help calm your mind every night.
I like that better. Praying mantis. Swordsman praying mantis race.
With new mixing bowl mashup plus fan favorite s'mores, the new DQ Summer Blizzard menu calls for a
trade proposal.
Try the new DQ Summer Blizzard menu because nothing says summer like baseball and Blizzard.
Praying mantis would go hard.
It's go time.
Let me look up praying mantis.
Download Monopoly Go and play the new Star Wars event today.
Did you run the project? No, Nai, it's not. Ah, that's nothing. We've got new Bounty. Bounty is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less. And it holds up better even when wet. So one sheet keeps working while ordinary brands fall apart. Yes, it's good.
Great. Now where's that cleanup one?
It's not come here.
Get more done with one. Bounty. Quicker picker up.
What brings you to Australia today?
This is your bag?
Yeah.
Methamphetamine.
What is it?
A Pope mantis?
Just a little talk.
What is that supposed to mean?
When you'd rather enjoy the pool than clean someone else's,
Get out of here.
it matters where you stay. Conrad Hotels and Resorts. For this day.
I'm into comedy. I'm also into banging. What I'm not into is heartburn. That's why I take Voquezna. Here in Keenan's stomach, Voquezna can kick some acid and relieve heartburn related to non-erosive GERD.
Okay, gonna think of a name for that later. What's another alien you'd like to see in Banter?
93% of adults with erosive GERD were healed by 2 months. Of those healed, 79% stayed healed. Plus, Voquezna can provide heartburn-free days and nights.
Maybe because of the color, I don't know, making me think of Kung Fu Panda. A praying mantis green lantern? It's probably because of the color. Let's see. Ben has a lot of electric aliens. And basically just made a fire one, the volcano iguana. Swordsman praying mantis. He has a frog, which bullfrag. And I know he has Kickin' Hawk, but does Ben really have a lot of like bird aliens? I think Kickin' Hawk is the main one.
Agent Cobra Bubbles, we have a blue dog to catch. Low and Stitch.
I'm gonna give you to 3 Stitch. Why?
Rated PG, May 23rd. Get tickets now.
One thing that we were hoping to find in the artifacts at the battlefield was some evidence of why the victory at San Jacinto was so lopsided. The number of Mexican dead was more than 600. On the Texan side, it was 10 or 11. It was in the middle of this conflict zone that we discovered some weird metallic objects.
That is... Humilian is crazy. Oh my god.
What they were at first. There were scratches along.
Okay, Wait, do we have bees?
That the Texans were firing out of their cannon. Once we realized
a Tasmanian devil. Ooh.
We went back and looked at the distribution of
a Tasmanian devil could work.
System. I was like, oh, there's a cone. If you follow that cone back to its source, you can see the approximate location of where the Texas cannon.
Let's see. He truly does. Ben does not have like an actual Earth manipulating alien. So I added the bear. I added the wood humanoid beaver.
The answer came from a letter written very shortly after the
water hazard. Water hazard is his only like water manipulating alien. Because Ripjaws, Ripjaws just swims. He doesn't really have a purpose.
The Texas cannon weren't fixed in position as much artillery was at the time. They were moved during the battle. The tactic was cutting edge. The myth looks wrong again. These Texas gunners were not.
And then he has 2 speedsters.
You don't get a lot of moments like this in a career, unless you're some.
They got the bee people in Reboot Ben 10. There's a bee alien?
In this one moment, on a map, in my computer, in my office, highly trained Texan gunners would have been a huge advantage. But that alone doesn't explain the disparity in the casualty counts. So we took our detectors back to the battlefield and widened our search of the conflict zone. And that's where we found something. 800 yards away from where the Mexican cannon was firing from. We found copper shot.
Is the reboot canon?
Only Mexico
Unfortunately, I'm pretty
used
sure.
ammunition to have been able to fire this type of ammunition 800 yards away. They would have had to raise the elevation of their cannon to an extreme level. As we moved the search to the line of the Texan advance, we found a key piece of evidence. Mexican copper shot that seems to have landed behind the
It's not canon? Thank God.
They were firing over the Texan.
Though I won't lie, there is something that I do wish was canon. What was it, Gax? Gax is pretty cool.
This was a huge discovery for us. It finally explained what went wrong for the Mexican army.
Either somebody was distracted because they were being shot at, or maybe actually the person who was responsible for that job was already dead.
I think that archaeology and the artifacts that we found at San Jacinto have changed the story.
Well, technically yes too, because like multiple universes exist in Ben 10, but reboot is not main time. Good. Because there was a lot of stuff in reboot that just did not make sense.
What the archaeology proves is that there's so much more to how the battle was won than that.
The Texans were organized and they had a plan when they attacked.
Texas training tactics were far better than the myths would have us believe. Where Texas artillery succeeded, critically, the Mexican cannon failed. On such narrow margins, Texas independence was won.
Maybe like some type of
If it had not gone the way it did,
plant.
Texas and America might have been very different places today.
Maybe a plant alien. Brothers and sisters, it ain't looking too good. Isaiah, what you mean?
There's still places.
Okay, plant alien. We got Wildvine.
Rocky shoreline.
Do we have a mushroom alien?
Where we were working, well above the Arctic Circle, you have to have everything with you. We took 136 crates of stuff. That's a measure of the remoteness.
Yeah, we have that, but like,
Alaska's a frontier.
there's no legitimate mushroom in the
In the
Omnitrix.
20th century, it was oil. In the 19th century, gold. But this landlord fortune seekers long before them, what they encountered was a vast, relentless, dangerous landscape. We're now finding shipwrecks of the first outsiders who came.
We know the Russians came.
I'm gonna add 2 more.
But nobody had ever found a Russian-era shipwreck in the United States. What was it doing? And why was it lost?
In Alaska's far north,
There were 32 vessels that were lost over the span of 1 week. Changed the world. What was still there?
and why did people risk everything in these frigid waters?
What?
Be unforgiving, particularly if you go unequipped.
Sorry, that caught me off guard. I mean, a lot of people do. I mean, not people, but animals, plants. They do. All of them do that.
When you come into Kodiak, you see fishing
Oh my
boats.
god.
You hear the seagulls. You see the sea lions and hear them barking. You could be there in 1850 and you would have seen and heard those same identical sights and sounds.
Who here hasn't had like that much representation? Ditto. But what could you pair Ditto up with?
I'm aboard. How's fishing?
Oh.
No, you know. Oh, that's the other friends. Catch up with one?
Wait, did I do one for Heat Blast? No.
I'm a biologist. No, I don't know. That's a big boy. I went to Alaska in 1984, specifically to study crabs. I've studied every crab in the world, and I've been pinched by every crab in the world. Little did I know that Alaska would have.
All right, Heat Blast and Heat Blast and Fast Track, Heat Track. That could actually be really cool. All right, next, Ghost Forearms.
And about a week after starting this project, we literally ran into a wall of crabs.
Frankenstein?
And it was in the news in Kodiak, and it got my name out there as someone who was doing interesting things underwater.
Well, what are you talking about? No, nobody praying for that.
I got a manila envelope in the mail from Mike Yarborough. He introduced himself and he said he was an archaeologist. I had no idea at the time, but Mike's letter was the beginning of an incredible adventure.
Okay, let me see.
He'd seen the stories in the newspaper about me diving in Kodiak, and he wrote, I thought that you'd be a good person to talk to.
Do I have anything for Diamond Head? I don't think so.
In Kodiak.
Who would be cool with Diamond Head? Diamond Jaws? Diamond Vine?
Got chills. In the letter, Mike outlined this incredible
Diamond Strike. Diamond Strike kind of goes hard. I don't know how to explain, just search up. Oh, assembly programming? So what happened?
The sacred burial place of a Russian saint.
What happened, Isaiah?
Somehow the ship sank with its mast poking above the water, forming the shape of a Russian Orthodox cross. All this happened without a soul aboard.
Well, look.
Now that story's got to be too good to be true, right?
Let's see, Diamond Show, Diamond Stone,
That's
Diamond Storm.
It's mythical. But what if it is true? What if that's what really happened? The letter said the ship sank in 1861. That's only a few years
Diamond
before
Hazard.
the U.S. took control of Alaska. For more than a century, the Russians...
I see Ben 10. Oh, right now, we're creating our own Ben 10 aliens.
Say why they gave it up. Nobody has...
Right, the chameleon.
A sailing ship from the Russian colonial period.
Okay, who could you pair the chameleon with?
To find something like that would be spectacular. I've got to do this. I just have to do it. There's no way I could not do this.
Oh, bet. Got you, Isaiah.
Know
Got you.
much about the ship. So I began investigating that. And through various sources...
Bro, just use Chat GPT. Like, trust me. A lot of people need to use Chat
I
GPT.
discovered it was a three-masted sailing ship with copper sheathing protecting the wooden hull. The captain, Valerian Archimandrionov, survived and later returned to Icon Bay to chart the coastline. This is just a few miles from Kodiak's main harbor.
Crash Hopper.
And the more I read, the more fascinated I became. He took compass bearings to landmarks such as capes and islands, and took one final bearing to the mast of the ship that was still standing in the center of the bay. If I could find out where that last bearing was taken,
Hey, hoping for the best, Isaiah. So looking at Ben's alien list.
Archimandrionov's notes were to say the least. I spent literally years crisscrossing the bay in my kayak, trying to match his compass bearings to the landscape.
Some of these aliens are so useless.
Where I wanted to go. I still didn't know exactly where he stood, and I thought, I think it's this point here. I'm going to draw my X on the chart. That was what I had to go with. But it was better than anything else I had.
Brad called me
I mean, hopefully everything should be on the computer, right?
I think I know where it is. And he said, would you like to come with me diving on the boat and film it? And I said, of course.
Technically, wait, did I do brain matter?
3 weeks from now, who will we bring? We'll invite all those
Yo, I'm
members
doing
from
brain matter.
You always want to be first. See something with your own eyes and with your camera for the first time. That's exciting for any filmmaker.
One morning in late July of 2003, we get together to go find a caveat.
Okay, so we're about 90 feet here.
The first thing I did when we got to Icon Bay, we got our gear on, our tanks, our masks, and we just blow off into the water.
On our first dive, we kind of thought we'll see a boat sitting down at the bottom.
Virginia Anachenko,
Yo,
the Russian
yo,
graduate student, looked at that and she says, that's
I'm
it.
back.
It says Kajak. This is the name of the ship.
Everybody kind of went crazy.
To find an object with the name of the ship that you're studying written on it is the holy grail of marine archaeology, and we have found it. What is it? It's the hub of the ship's wheel. Not
Oh, you know what? I know what we can do.
There it is. We found the Kajak.
When you know that it's the correct boat.
All right,
that's when you
Isaiah.
can open the bottle of champagne and celebrate.
We found the only Russian-era sailing ship ever discovered in Alaskan waters. But the wreck was 8 miles from the reef that tore its hull open. How had the ship stayed afloat without a crew for 3 whole days before it finally sank?
At Olive Garden, we're all about more craveable classics and more made-from-scratch sauces, which begs the question, what could possibly be next?
How about delivery?
Olive Garden now delivers, and for the first 1 million orders, delivery is free, only at olivegarden.com. At Olive Garden, we've spent years perfecting every cheesy twirl and saucy swirl. So where do we go from here? Delivery? Olive Garden now delivers, and for the first 1 million orders, delivery is free, only at olivegarden.com.
Closest to the pen for an all check. Hershey's milk chocolate with whole almonds makes for a wholly amazing, wholly delicious experience that's, well, wholly Hershey's.
My degree almost at Southern New Hampshire University.
It's possible to raise a family, to pursue other things, and still further your education.
And you can do it too from all over the country.
I live in Massachusetts. I live in Texas.
I live in California. I live in Pennsylvania.
I'm from Florida. I'm from Virginia.
In North Carolina. In St. Louis. I'm from Tennessee.
Okay.
And I'm from Georgia.
Regardless of where you live across the country, earn your degree at SNHU.
Visit snhu.edu.
Oh, look. Great blue heron.
Oh, your favorite.
Now when I go, I'd like to leave some money to the local bird conservancy.
Oh, that's a beautiful legacy too.
Doesn't count. Generous, but final wishes need to be more finalized. What you need is a will. Luckily, Trusted Will makes it easy
All right.
to create a legally valid, state-specific document that
I'm back.
actually counts. What's that? That's a duck. Start your will at trustedwill.com now and make it count.
Framing is hard, but Framebridge is easy.
There's a world on the brink of catastrophe, and its people call desperately for a hero. Now, only Musashi can thwart the mad designs of a ruthless corporation. One man, one chance, one destiny.
So there was now a wooden
I thought you would make it soap. That's crazy. Okay, you know what? PS2.
Drifting with captain or crew. The caveat finally came to rest. With the top of the mast sticking out of the water, forming the shape of the Russian Orthodox cross. The ship had settled on top of the reef.
That is crazy. That is crazy.
3 months later, at some point
Hey,
in the winter, storms had
just take a look. Just take a look at this. All right.
Captain
Okay.
Lewis of the whaling ship Thomas
Just so you know, it's
and
pho.
on Thursday, the 14th
It's
of
pho.
September of
It's a
1871,
Vietnamese soup.
he writes this. With light winds from the south, good weather, and the
It's
ship
pronounced.
still icebound,
I only know this because I have
please
Vietnamese
send us
friends.
a northeast wind or
Corey.
all will be lost. After that,
It's
the log
Vietnamese
begins.
soup. It's very good.
He's
And
saying that
healthy.
his ship is stuck in an ice field. They need help. Then he goes quiet. What is known is that a fleet of more than 30 ships
Metroplex heeds the call of the last pride.
Korriban, ancient birthplace of the Sith. We believed ruins were all that remained of their evil empire.
I swear, I had no idea what was in those crates. I'm innocent.
You were smuggling Sith artifacts, Captain.
Fine, keep the artifacts. Just give me back my ship.
Eyes front.
Just inspecting the troops, Corporal.
Satele, what's wrong?
I sense a great darkness.
Sith Empire has returned. We must warn the Republic.
Our shuttles can't outrun those fighters.
Well, guess he's got the fastest ship in the sector.
Station defenses breach. All hands evacuate.
Look out!
Will she fly?
She's not pretty, but she's tough.
Captain, prep your ship. This is our fight.
T7, prep the iron cannons.
Go, Satele. You must walk a different path.
They've escaped, Master. You failed.
No, Malgus. This
is only the beginning.
Yes. After 1,000 years, Korriban is ours again. Welcome home.
So, to tell you, Ari, this game is called Star Wars: The Old Republic. It's very. I love the cinematics. I love the cinematics. Here's another one.
For centuries, Alderaan stood as a beacon of hope in the Republic. But the Empire came. And with one savage strike, brought Alderaan to her knees. Now, time is running out, as few are left to face the enemy. For those that remain, there is but one choice. We must fight to victory or death for the Republic! single spark of courage can ignite the fires of hope and restore peace across the galaxy.
A man can have anything if he's willing to sacrifice. With your birth comes a solemn vow. You will have nothing. Your privilege is the dirt.
Such a devastating
wasn't the
was still there.
mod?
If anything was still there.
I made him a mod one time so he could
Once we got there, it was
time you out. But no, I mean, ever since then, no.
We were going out, we were going to essentially develop a
Actually, I don't even know if I should get another mod. I'm debating it. I think I might though. Who knows?
In the darkness, only ambition will guide you. The oaths you swear, the promises you make, they are yours alone. Your freedom will be the wars you wage. Your birthright, the losses you suffer.
beside there was a
Look,
piece of
man.
iron shaped like a
Look,
corner.
Isaiah, you had it
The
covered.
question was, did we have
Your
enough
build
of
is
those
the number
tracks
one person.
to
You
prove
kept.
these were the remains of the largest
You
recognized
kept doing this
in
to
the
me.
history of American rugby.
These penguins are just absolute magic.
This Earth Month, National Geographic invites you to unlock the secrets of the penguins.
Mom talk and never pee together without drama.
You're manipulative and you know it.
Let's move past it. Getting to mindset.
It's a tangled web. Jealousy, exes, it's a huge mess.
At Olive Garden, we're all about more craveable classics and more new scratch sauces, which begs the question, what could possibly be next?
How about delivery?
Olive Garden now delivers, and for the first 1 million orders, delivery is free. Only at olivegarden.com.
Sadly, windshield chips can turn into windshield cracks. But at least you can go to safelight.com and schedule a fix in minutes. With flexible payment options, get fixed now and pay later. Only at safelight.com. The Disney Resorts Collection is the most magical place to stay and the most magical place on Earth. And with extra time at any of the 4 theme parks, why would you stay anywhere else? Start saving today.
Racing for an ultra?
All right, I'm back. Sorry. Had to check out that GTA 6 information.
You can talk, and you booked an eye exam online.
Okay, good points. Get 2 pairs of glasses and an eye exam starting at just $89.95 at America's Best.
Oh, what brings you in?
Ever since I started shopping for cars in Carvana, I can't stop doing this.
Seems like a case of scoliosis.
Is there a cure?
You tried picking up a car yet?
Thanks, Doc.
Buy your car on Carvana today.
Yeah, the NBA playoffs are here, and it's about to be ridiculous. This isn't about
No, he's not.
This is about
I don't know about that. Well, actually, no, I'm not. No, I'm not.
No matter where you live across the country, you can earn an affordable degree online at Southern New Hampshire University.
I'm the first in my family to go to college.
I have 4 kids, and I wanted them to see me earn this degree.
SNHU is committed to your success. If you're thinking about going back to school, you can do it.
I'm very proud to be here today. It's nice to see all the families happy for their loved ones.
I'm very proud of you. I am so proud.
I love you.
I love you. Visit SNHU.edu.
Okay, so something I do want to talk about is. Oh right, I gotta play a little bit more.
Jen loved her game Flames.
Bounty Rush.
Then Brad showed up with
A little bit
Flames
more
and
before
beat.
switching
So
gears.
they mixed their scents. They discovered they were set mates. Smells like it's gonna last. Mates match more happy with game.
Okay, that's crazy. All of those are just crazy. Alright, let me do a couple more matches and then switching gears.
We have a dangerous threat. Tickets. Now. He's not from our world, but he's making himself right at home.
That's crazy.
Ancient Cobra Bubbles. We have a blue dog to catch. Low stage. May 23rd.
Trying to make sense of what we were seeing on the seabed.
That's great.
19th century whaling ship still in existence.
Oh my god.
We saw in that wreckage. Called chain plate. This is all part of the standing rigging that supports the mast.
This is something that speaks directly to the fact that
Very.
we got a 19th century ship lying in pieces. That middle bar with the loop was a clear indicator that our wrecks were of the right period. But did any of these artifacts prove that these were whalers? This is a smoking gun.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if they would only be on vessels that had tri-works installations.
Yeah. That explains the bracket-shaped piece of iron that we found
What?
in our serve. The tri-works is the big furnace with its huge pots.
Whoa, whoa! It's not just anime.
And making it with oil. They were held in place with iron brackets called knees. That's bolted in place, and that's bolted down to the deck. They go out to sea, they get up to the whaling grounds. Out come the bucklet pots, out come the bricks. They lay all the bricks, they make this big tri-works, and then they start whaling.
Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Well, just know it won't matter. We're still losing right now.
Confirmed, we had 19th century vessels. And we had 19th century vessels that clearly had been used as a whaler. With this evidence and these clues, the wrecks, the artifacts that Randy found on the beach,
Bro, what is this game?
19th century whaling vessels. There's no doubt, in my mind, that we had finally found the submerged remains of the greatest disaster in the history of America.
Oh my god.
The common sense assumption would be that the Arctic eats ships and leaves very little.
Bro, this is Celestial. How you doing?
Despite the violence of the disaster and the
Jamil, you're capping. You're just capping right now.
and ice. Things survive.
Oh my god, bruh. That was just annoying. Okay. I'm good. Glad you're doing good, man. What you been up to?
News around the world, but we still
Bro.
have one final question. How did everyone...
Why did I go back to Bounty Rush? Oh my god.
And it wasn't going anywhere. Their ships were caught. The reports say that the crews managed to make their way to another group of whale
Oh yeah. By the end of this week. Yeah, I'm playing Bounty Rush. I just wasn't showing my screen. I'm glad I didn't, cause bro, that was crazy. Man, Claw is so horrible against Aokiji.
Shows this sandbar or reef offshore.
It was maybe 5 feet below the surface of the water. We wondered, did that sandbar play a role in the escape? We went through all the evidence we could find. If you look at the pictures based on first-person accounts, there are pictures of the shore, open water, ice pounded up, and then the vessel stuck in the ice.
Looking at everything, it all became very clear. The ships are offshore. And as the ice comes in, many of them are caught. As the ships are racing to get south, they're encountering...
Oh my god. Okay, at least there's no freaking Saga on the other
As the
team.
days pass, banks of ice begin to pierce hulls. Water begins to crack and break frames. But that sandbar stops the ice. It leaves a gap between the sandbar and the beach. It's an open channel of water. And that's the escape. That sandbar literally, I think, helped save lives. The ships themselves are trapped and some are crushed. But they still have their little whaling boats. They get into those boats and row to where ships that have not been caught in the ice are waiting for them and now packed in large numbers. They all get to go home.
The weather was awful. The ice was bad, and it's an incredible story of human endurance.
1,200 more
people walked out of this, but this was the beginning of the export industry that had dominated the American economy for centuries. Whether you're searching for fur, whether you're searching for
You're mixed? You know what? I knew it. I just had it was something in your voice just told me. Yeah, I think he's mixed with something.
people have taken huge risks to pursue its abundant natural resources. It's a fine rice in extremes, but people keep coming. And just when Alaska looks too challenging, it offers up a new irresistible temptation.
I'm mixed too. What are you mixed with, Ari?
Target that sent our sharks going crazy, and my heart went in my throat. Whatever divers comes up.
You got the same blast.
Everybody on deck, they were jumping and screaming. But was it a War of 1812? The War of 1812 is a poorly understood war.
That is crazy work, you Bill. That is crazy.
Invasion of the United States of America. One of the most humiliating defeats we ever faced. But nobody had found anything related to the war in our waters until some, like me, started unearthing the war's most momentous events. There was a fort, which is now completely Washington, D.C.
White, Irish, and Scottish. Oh. Interesting. Interesting lore.
And that still remains a revelation. 3 stories hold the key to finally understanding one astonishing moment. The burning of the White House.
This lived in Pearl Harbor, lived in the Twin Towers. It was all mystery.
Okay, what is that metal? It's a grand line.
Of the United States.
Wait, it just increases. Is that worth? I don't know if that's worth.
When I was a child, my father got me reading science fiction. The story that really affected me the most was a story about a cataclysmic event in the far Pacific. An earthquake that opened up a rent in the Earth's surface. Into that rent, all of the waters of the world began to pour. And what fascinated me was what the rolling back the seas revealed. There were ancient cities, sunken civilizations. There were shipwrecks by the thousands. That was the draw that eventually got me into exploring the underwater world. In the mid-60s, I started looking for shipwrecks. It was extremely exciting because it was a period of discovery. I was not a bona fide archaeologist. There wasn't anybody doing marine archaeology. I was living on the Washington, D.C. And I was visiting a bookstore, and I pulled a book down, and it changed my life. The book described the heroic efforts of a ragtag American naval, known as the Chesapeake Flotilla, to confront the British during the War of 1812. People don't know about the War of 1812 or what it meant to our country.
What does that mean? What do you mean by that?
So it struck my heart as something that I had
Oh,
to find
no,
right out there in that river. A river called the Patuxent. 45 minutes from where I lived.
Oh.
I love the water. I love to explore. When you're doing survey work, boat rest, kayak to me is an ideal way to get out and explore the coastline. Divine called me out of the blue. I was a young director of a museum, Calvert Marine Museum, and he wanted to come by and talk to me about an underwater cultural resource survey. He said, wouldn't it be cool if we could find the place where the Chesapeake flotilla had been lost? It was just like an instantaneous yes.
So, in 1977, we began a 3-year-long survey of the Patuxent River.
The big question was where to look. The Patuxent River
Could you die?
is over 115 miles long, and it's an important tributary of the Chesapeake Bay.
It was vital that we narrowed down our search area.
So we did a lot of research, looking at maps, looking at the journals. Could we work out the final resting place of the flotilla? The War of 1812 started when the U.S. invaded British territory in modern-day Canada.
By 1814, the British had deployed a powerful Royal Navy force in Chesapeake Bay, that vast waterway controlling access to Washington. So a veteran American seafarer, Commodore Joshua Barney, proposed to build a fleet to defend the nation's capital.
Yo, shout out Carrot.
If you look at the British record, it says, above Pitt Point, we could see the American flotilla.
So that was where we focused our remote sensing survey.
A mag survey is you have a piece of equipment that measures the magnetic anomalies. That usually indicates that there's a metal object.
Check for husband. Talking about Charlie. That is crazy.
The question mark was this one of the ships, or was it a false anomaly? One of our hard divers goes down and comes up.
For the best truth, chicken is
I have a turtle shell. Yeah, it's a turtle shell. Well, it's beside a piece of wood sticking out.
You're the super boy.
I said, Ralph, we think we got something.
We did some probing to determine what is the extent of this.
Oh yeah, someone told me to do a try not to laugh one day. Hazbin Hotel, because I watched Hazbin Hotel. No, there's not enough stuff for Hazbin Hotel, bro. I just enjoy the series. Yeah, I just enjoy the series. I know how that sounds, but I don't do that. Hazbin Hotel, bro. Like not only is there not enough, but like the show itself is okay. Like it's good.
Since childhood, because I was always creating. The kind of things that I have been given to are lost narratives. The African diaspora, where we come from.
Why do you have to say that?
An interest of mine.
Bro, I didn't laugh
I was born.
Dark and Jay made me laugh,
My
bro.
mother is from Trinidad, and my father is from Jamaica. The idea that any war would have any meaning to me is the first thing from my mind. And to then later find out my ancestors were pivotal in that war still remains a
But yes,
revelation.
I have watched Hazbin Hotel before.
This journey
I
began
watched all of it
when
actually.
my uncle
Husker is probably still my favorite character.
and I just had this
Lucifer is up there for me though.
that entire generation
Lucifer is pretty
they
cool.
bought, and that I had to go to their home. So in 2008, I went back to Trinidad to research my family tree.
Bro, I'm just saying, I could try and try not to laugh.
Made it mean,
It's just hard because like
and I discovered that all the Lonis on that island descend from one man.
it's just hard because I laugh at a lot of things, bro.
I was a DNA descendant of Ezekiel Loney. But what really blew my mind was the revelation that my ancestors
Lucifer is pretty cool. I'm talking about it has been hotel.
escaped slaves from the USA. Making this
I will say
changing discovery,
the most annoying character in Has Been Hotel to me,
had to go to the place where Ezekiel had been enslaved.
I don't know, low key it might be Charlie and Angel Dust.
Courtney Plantation was in Virginia. Approximately 100 miles from Washington, D.C., on the west side of the Chesapeake Bay.
Especially out of context.
In 1812, wheat and corn were grown here. Today, the only thing left standing is the church. They have an archive of information on each and every one of the Africans that they held in bondage. And I hope that the plantation's historian
Oh, I'm about to get jumped, aren't I?
on Ezekiel's story.
Yes, yes I am.
First document, Tina, is titled A Division of the Slaves of the Cortona Estate into two lots. That documentation is a Rosetta's found of information for what happened here at Cortona. This was one of those rare, wonderful ones where they were shown in family groups. Right.
First mention of
Hey, the 2v1 though.
we don't know whether he was born there or acquired. But the question I wanted to answer most of all was how Ezekiel escaped.
Every region of Italy is beautiful. But Tuscany is a masterpiece. It's little wonder that the people here take such pride in these humble traditions.
Let's get treasure, someone help me. Go to the other treasure. No! I was trying to switch.
What's better than a limited time deal? An unlimited time deal. That's why the $5 biggie bag with Junior Bacon Cheeseburger is available all the time. Because the best time for fresh, never frozen beef and apple with smoked bacon is all the time. Duh. For the best deal of all time, gotta be Wendy's. Can a personal loan unlock your ambitions? Oh yeah. Take a swing at your kitchen model. Self-life personal loans. Low fixed rates. Borrow up to $100K. No fees for client.
This is the Tempur-Pedic Breeze mattress.
Oh my god.
Help you feel cool. So no more sweating all night, no kicking off the covers, or blasting the air conditioner. Because only the Tempur-Pedic Breeze is made with our one-of-a-kind cooler technology. Step away from the bottom, so the mattress feels up to 10 degrees cool all night long.
Bro.
Memorial Day sale. Save up to $500 on select adjustable mattress sets. Shop now at timbercave.com.
At Olive Garden, we've spent years perfecting every
What is this?
in Saucy's world. So where do we go from here? Delivery?
The dude who was saying capture flags. The dude who was saying capture flags this entire time doesn't have a single flag captured. He got 3 kills and kept dying to the same person. If you're gonna say capture flags, capture it. Bro, the thing is, against Aokiji, I literally can't take the flag. And then freaking Akainu over there.
They quickly dominated, shutting down American shipping, but they needed additional men. So the British issued a proclamation that any person who made their way through His Majesty's ships would be free persons. This document is dated 2nd of April, 18...
Always blaming his teammates? Are you kidding me? I'm horrible. What are you talking about? Like, I did horrible too.
What an extraordinary eyewitness account.
Trying to capture the flag as freaking Kaido, which couldn't do that.
3 British barges and made a decision.
Can't capture the flag with a freaking Akainu.
I'm going to follow that boat and go back to the ship.
God, we're probably gonna lose this one too.
I remember thinking what it meant if they got caught, knowing that death is right there waiting for them. But once they reconcile that death is better than enslavement, it's not a problem.
Well, ow.
Ezekiel and his companions were immediately freed, but they had not forgotten those they had left behind.
Just a few days after the 3 men left, they led the British.
You're sweaty. Bro, I'm losing every single match. Like, stop saying that.
66 more enslaved persons, almost entirely made up of their wives and their children.
That must have been one fateful.
How we even lose this flag? Like, who took it?
That was the largest group of slaves to flee from any Virginia estate to the British during the War of 1812.
And my ancestor was responsible for that.
Oh God, I see that other person. Oh.
I was really interested to see the area in which he escaped from. It's a really solemn feeling, and I spent a lot of time wondering whether Ezekiel was seeing through my eyes. I still get goosebumps from that. So what became of Ezekiel Oni next?
Okay. That one's full. That one's full. This one's full. We're gonna go to that one. Use this real quick.
So my next question was, what was this place?
Bro, are you kidding me?
And why was he taken there?
Oh my God. Who lost the 1v1 over there? Was that a... Oh, that was Black Maria.
The shipwreck is like a crime scene. It demands that a forensic approach be carried out to analyze it. It's forensics underwater. We had christened the vessel the Church Shore because that was the first artifact that came up from it. And you hear the west. One down.
What?
And I found this musket point, and I was almost ready to rip myself in my wits.
Screw your commissary.
We found a small swivel gun shot.
Just keep the flag. There we go. There we go.
All these indications
actions that show, yes, this is a military.
Nah, cause y'all be saying I'm sweating all the time when I'm not. I just be playing the game casual.
This got everybody on deck. They were jumping and screaming. Everybody was happy. We knew we had a vessel from the right period, but was it one of Barney's flotilla? There was a damaged area.
I hate Aokiji, bro. He's literally too good.
As if something had exploded. The historic record shows that when Barney's flotilla met the powerful British fleet, he was outgunned and forced to retreat.
Oh, we got a Saba. Okay.
August 22, 1814.
I'm not sweaty, bro. I swear. I'm the least sweaty person in this stream, bro. And that is true.
And ultimately, Barney was ordered.
Aokiji, just go to the middle.
Charges were left from each of the ships, and as the British wrapped it in, the entire flotilla went up in smoke. Boom, 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 boom. Lined up in a line, about a mile and a half to 2 miles long. The United States Chesapeake flotilla ceased.
I could smell you through the screen, but I literally don't mean that.
Was compelling evidence that this was one of the flotilla.
Bro, that's cap.
If this was one of Barney's boats, then which one?
What's better than a limited time deal? An unlimited time deal. That's why the $5 Biggie Bags and Junior Bacon Cheeseburger is available all the time. Because the best time for fresh never frozen beef and Applewood smoked bacon is all the time. Duh. For the best deal of all time, gotta be Wendy's.
Nice car. Still for sale.
Actually,
Perfect. I'm gonna pay you half now. Okay. Well, I'll move the trailer around.
He was gonna slap me.
There you go, Jake.
Did you just sell your car to Carvana?
yes, I did.
Well, that puts this location in context.
Tried to tell you.
Send your car to Carvana today.
We just
Okay,
want
no.
money for retirement.
And travel to visit our grand children.
I understand. That's why at Fisher Investments, we start by getting to know each other so I can learn about your family, lifestyle, goals and needs, allowing us to tailor your portfolio.
What about commission-based products?
We don't sell those. We're a fiduciary obligated to act for your best interests.
So how do your management fees work?
We have a transparent fee structured so we do better and you do better. At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
Excuse me. Playing or those ultras? Well, we're high level.
That's
Ice cold.
Oh my god.
How frustrating is it?
Guard
to find
treasure.
a pair of jeans too tight here, too loose there, too long there? Standard jeans use just 2 measurements, and tailored custom jeans use 7 different measurements to give you the perfect fit. Your phone can measure you right now. Download the M-Tailor app on iOS or Android. Choose from hundreds of styles. M-Tailor measures you digitally and is 20% more accurate than a professional tailor. With free shipping and a money-back guarantee, get your new favorite pair of jeans today. M-Tailor, available on the Apple App Store or Android. I'm certain it's level 5. Are you for infants? I'm certain it's level 5. Certainty matters. Like the certainty of Ford Imprint. Your home for high-quality promotional gear, including exclusive items and brands they love. Printed perfectly and guaranteed to arrive on time. To wow your clients and nail your next event or inspire your team, check out FordImprint.com.
Bread units? Who's a good bread unit I could use? I don't know.
Jealousy, exes, it's a huge mess.
I mean, I do have a 91 Albert.
Get special access to wildlife, history, and culture as you travel with
I guess I could do that, or nah, probably just.
The Chesapeake Bay is one of the largest estuaries in the world. It's littered with ships.
Does he nullify? I mean, he nullifies a flame, but what about the ice? Oh, it's only on perfect dodgers.
I got a report from a colleague on this little place called Tangier Island.
Runner Queen gameplay?
He mentioned that there was a War of 1812 fort at the bottom of this island called Fort Albion, which is now completely.
I don't really have him maxed, or have him. I mean, look, I'll do it, but just know, if I get my ass beat, it is what it is.
John approached me to do a survey of the southern tip of Tangier Island. Where the
Wait, can he?
Fort Albion
Bro,
was built in
I'm about to get my ass beat,
approximately 2
bro.
years after the beginning of the war. The British needed a staging area for their
Alright, well, just some gameplay, right? Just some.
commerce and tech. The hope was to find some tangible bit of the fort itself, to understand better why the British chose this location. So we took some old charts and geo-referenced them and came with a more precise location where we could go to for the fort.
I don't have Queen boosted now.
Besides scanning sonar,
Honestly, I have so many characters that I don't have boosted, but I really ruined my account, high key. Like, my account is so trash, and I can't fix it at all without like spending a lot of money.
dramatically affected by climate change and sea level rise and erosion, to the point now where there are only a few hundred acres left.
Oh my god, they have a sawbow.
As early as 2030, they may
Kill me now.
Tangier Island altogether. We knew that it was possible that we wouldn't be able to find any true remnants of the fort due to erosion.
Why are you getting the flag?
As we moved around to the east of the island, the bathymeter showed deeper and deeper water. Yeah, y'all look at this, where the bottom drops are at. Yeah, that's amazing.
Dang, she went flying. Is she dead?
90 feet, which was extraordinary, because the Chesapeake is generally a shallow bay.
No, she got a little bit
We
of
were in the general area where the British must have anchored their warships. Some of these ships were huge, so Tangier having this deep water area to the east of the island was an ideal location. Historic British accounts showed the anchorage lay just to the east of the base. So now we could pinpoint exactly where the fort should have been, but our initial scans found no physical remains. And it became fairly clear that scouring affected the daily tidal flow would have eroded the fort bit by bit until there just wasn't anything left. But then
Stay over there.
something we never expected.
What the?
John, it's kind of interesting that
Oh, I'm on the.
looks like we're right over this area where the pond was.
Bro.
Our scans showed a distinct pattern of sediment in the seafloor, which seemed to match where a pond was on some of the old British maps. The sediments that settled out at the bottom of the pond could have been more compacted than the sandy terrain that the fort was built on.
I'm getting
which
cold,
could explain
man.
what we were seeing. And so, by looking at the map of the fort and looking at the sonar record, we could align them to pinpoint the location of the fort's buildings and earthworks.
Okay, how do you use Queen?
If Port Albion were still there today, first thing you would see would be a large rise in the land where they had built earthworks and gun emplacements, bastions, which would have had cannons that would have protected the fort from the seaward side.
I don't really know how to use Queen.
There were
Wait, I got it again? Okay. I'm dead.
Yards long on each side.
Bro, my shirt is dry as heck. What are you talking about?
When you look at the scale of the fort, you ask yourself, what were they doing? And why would it need to be that big?
Like, literally, I feel my shirt. It's just dry. There's nothing wet.
It's no wonder that the people here take such pride in these humble traditions.
Now, I could show you that shirt.
This is not what you expect. Now, more hungry. Me too.
Thomas, real quick, I told him to use 11 as the standard email font, and he insisted on using 12.
The boys on a Krispy Kreme Kit Kat.
Try hard. What are you talking about?
I need
Your boys on a Krispy Kreme Kit Kat break. Your boys on a break.
Last thing from a tryhard is me.
Got a break. And a Kit Kat.
Thanks, big brothers.
I'm just casual, bro. Just flashes?
Perfecting your swing is hard.
No. I mean, you want that?
But replacing your windshield doesn't have to be. Get it fixed now and pay later with flexible payment options. Only at SafeLight.com.
I graduated from Southern New Hampshire University. I always said I would go back to school when I had time. I went on our website, I spoke to an admissions counselor. We applied right then and there.
That's when the journey really begins.
Going through the program, having the support that I had really helped me understand what I can accomplish.
And I learned this just by taking classes at night while I worked a full-time job.
Resources at SNH
Um,
are incredible.
Well, I guess any characters that are not 80 or above, I can try to use. It's just Queen. I don't really know how to use them.
Chewy live chat to learn that puppy boot can last.
Up to 2 years.
And to get helpful tips on getting Rex under control. Like trying enrichment.
I could use Killer.
And maybe a crate. And definitely a slow feeder. For helpful humans with 24/7 support.
Yeah.
For with pets, there's Chewy.
Wait, does this go through? Yeah, it does.
Craveable classics and more
Ignore
famous
all
sauces,
those.
which begs the question, what could possibly be next?
How about delivery?
Olive Garden now delivers, and for the first 1 million orders, delivery is free. Only at OliveGarden.com. At Olive Garden, we've spent years perfecting every cheesy twirl and
Technically, I should give Killer like critical medals.
million orders, delivery is free. Only at OliveGarden.com.
Can a personal loan unlock your ambitions? Oh yeah. Consolidate bad debt and save money for your next goal. Take a swing at your kitchen rental. Not that literally. Or design your actual dream wedding. All your ambitions, all in one app. SoFi Personal Loans. Low fixed rates. Borrow up to $100K, no fees required. Go to SoFi.com to view your rate. SoFi, get your money right. Escaped.
Cats. We have a blue dog to catch. Tickets.
You know what? I guess I'll just try out characters. You know what? Where's Who's Who? We'll do some Who's Who.
We knew the identity of the turtle shellwreck would likely only be revealed through interpreting the tiniest of detail. And that is the charm of it. It's a puzzle. The first key piece of evidence we found was a serpent's kit.
Y'all look worse, bro.
There were scalpels. There was a tooth key.
Okay.
And at the end
Let's
of
keep
it,
it
there was a
going.
little puppet, which the dentist or the surgeon would put behind the tooth that has to be extracted, grab it, and yank. Very painful.
And we both thought,
What vessel would have surgeon's kit? We knew that the flotilla consisted of several different types of vessels. The most prominent of them were gunboats.
Gunboats or shallow boats? A very low, narrow vessel that was rowed and sailed.
And what that meant is that there's not a whole lot of room on those vessels. They did not have a lot of compartments. So that's how we began to think. You know, based on this medical kit, it's probably not one of the gunboats. It's got to be one of these other vessels.
Okay. Here we go. Now, what is the team comp that I have to deal with? Okay, 2 LKGs, 4 LKGs, and a soccer. I already don't like this match. Oh wait, we do. Definitely.
So wouldn't you want your surgeon to maybe be there? Wouldn't you want your medical kit to be there? So we thought maybe for the first time this could possibly be this way.
Could this be the flagship of the Chesapeake Flotilla?
It was a tantalizing thought, but the medical kit alone didn't prove anything.
But then we made an extraordinary discovery. I was napping bottom when I came across this. We brought it up, and it was a moment that everybody was excited.
This was something that every sailor of the era carried, a tin cup for drinking grog.
On one side were initials.
CW.
Yo, what happened over here?
So this was a personal cup, and whoever CW was had carved their initials in.
Who is CW? My colleague had found the muster roll in the National Archives of the Chesapeake Flotilla. 1,000 men. There's only one CW. His name was Caesar Lincoln.
And he was a cook. And if you look down through the roster list, he was the cook on board the flagship.
Ooh, God.
Was this the Scorpion?
At the end of the project, we knew we had a War of 1812 vessel, and we knew it was part of the flotilla.
We believed it could be
Bro, where's the rest of the team?
Evidence there was something major.
Are people getting flags?
The big question was, where is the flotilla?
If you read the British account,
Bro, if y'all don't get the... Don't get the flag, bro.
And we're all scuttled together with the Scorpion at their head.
But it's almost like this vessel seems to be isolated. It seems to be by itself. Where are the rest of the vessels? Where are they? If this wreck was alone, then how could it possibly be the Scorpion?
Bro, ain't no way, bro.
I knew now had been taken by the British to Fort Albion on Tangier Island. So when it was first brought to my attention that there would be marine archaeologists looking at this site, it was very exciting.
It's just an instant loss.
This is a side scan sonar mosaic.
It's loss after loss, bro.
One of the bright spots may correlate to the pond area that we see in the British chart. So the officers' barracks would have been located in this area here. It was actually a huge fort.
So why do you think that the fort was
Like,
so large?
Well, not only did you have to house the Marines and the British Navy personnel, but you also
had to keep defending that point, but it doesn't matter if nobody gets a flag.
And the reports say somewhere around 2,000 civilians that were transported.
Wow, that's important. Absolutely.
The number started increasing at the fort, so they would have had to expand the facilities.
Also, as far as where Ezekiel might have played into the picture, we know
volunteers for the Colonial
No matter
Marines.
what I do.
The Colonial Marines was devised by the British as a way to
No matter what I do, I lose. Is that?
opportunity to become
I didn't know I was playing freaking Marvel Rivals.
We know from the historical sources that there were around 300 Colonial Marines.
Oh my
So
god.
they would have had their quarters somewhere here in the Barracks area.
Okay, I've been seeing people use Frankie.
So he would have drilled
I know.
So what role do you think that the Colonial Marines played in this campaign?
These are people that knew the waters in this area, so they could pilot ships. But in addition to that, they were frontline people and fought with great distinction.
In the British messages for the Colonial Marines, I could see that Ezekiel was promoted several times. He's a private, then a few months to that, he's a corporal, and then by the time he leaves, he's a sergeant. So that told me that he was really part of the actions and the campaigns in this war.
For the British and the Colonial Marines, Fort Albion was just a springboard to attack our cities and ultimately the capital of Washington. And the only American naval force that stood in their way was Commodore Barney's outgunned flotilla.
My question was, exactly how far was Ezekiel drawn into the momentous battles that followed?
When you're in Illinois, a day at the museum is always a field day. The food is the star of the show, and good times are just over the horizon. In Illinois, days start with a walk in the park.
Well, who do I use? Like, who's a good runner against Aokiji? Because can't use Hybrid Kaido. The freeze is literally just counters him.
That's great, but can you ask your friend to stop digging into the green?
I can ask.
Like, man.
What's better than a limited time deal? An unlimited time deal. That's why the $5 biggie bag with a junior bacon cheeseburger is available all the time. Because the best time for fresh, never frozen beef and applewood smoked bacon is all the time. Duh! For the best deal of all time, gotta be Wendy's.
At Fisher Investments, we may look like other money managers, but we're different. How so? We're a fiduciary, obligated to act in our clients' best interest. So we don't sell any commission-based products.
Then how do you make money?
We have a simple management fee, structured so we do better when our clients do better.
The clients really come first then, huh?
Yes, we make them a top priority by getting to know their finances, family, health, lifestyle, and more.
Wow. Maybe we are different.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
Your friends gather! Kiki! Chris! Jason!
Hold on to your tights.
Nice, boss. How we doing?
Did you rob my bank? French?
Let's go!
Download Monopoly Go and play the new Star Wars event today.
It's game time at the arena, and 20,000 fans are looking for a win. With an ultra-high-speed network and seamless Wi-Fi, fans can get in the door fast and share the game's best moments in real time. And with Spectrum Business community keeping them connected 100% of the time, they won't miss a second of the action. A secure, reliable connection from Spectrum Business means the fan experience is a guaranteed win.
Helping families with mesothelioma is all we do. Our firm has been offering a free book on mesothelioma for over 10 years. Since that time, thousands with mesothelioma have trusted us to represent them against those responsible. We have local offices throughout the U.S. Mesothelioma really is all we do, and there is no risk to you. Let us put a plan in place for you and your family. Call now.
Call us at 800-200-6120 or go to mesobook.com.
Okay.
Every region of Italy is beautiful, but Tuscany is a masterpiece.
This is the tongue of my family.
It's little wonder that the people here take such pride in these humble traditions.
They find this cathartic. The
This is not what you expect. Now, more hungry. Meet you.
Bro, please. How many studs was that in a row?
This year, I marked my 47th year of diving, so I've been underwater for a good portion of my life. What I really like about it is when you can feel the belly buoyancy just right and actually do feel weightless. It's as close as you can be to hovering. With 2012 being the 200th anniversary of the War of 1812, U.S. Navy's Naval History and Heritage Command and the state of Maryland became very interested in the idea of returning to the turtle shell wrap.
One of the most important questions is to try to confirm the identity of the vessel. Another one was to determine if there were any other vessels associated.
If I had my Dodge, I would have done
Strung out in a line all behind the flagship Scorpion.
Don't tell me we just lost.
So we went out there and we did hydrophobing. Basically, we took a water hose powered by a pump and we just used that water jet to probe the general areas in the
Go up there, Bear.
Let's just dig this out really quickly. Let's see if we find wreck. In the stern, we found artifacts similar to Dodge or Banter malfunction recovered, two medical items, a pharmaceutical vial, and a pair of surgical scissors.
The artifacts match things that William Burney should have had on his vessel.
So all this was really
Somebody get the
On one particular dive, the Navy team recovered something remarkable.
We found still intact ceramic bottle. As I excavated this bottle, it still had a cork in it, and I just was going to expose it enough to film it underwater. It still had air in it. So it popped up, and I luckily caught it in my hand before it floated away.
I'm literally just gonna stay here in this place. I'm literally just gonna stay here. There's nothing else to do.
That required literacy, or if it's the officer in charge, or it's Joshua Barton himself writing messages.
All you have to do is defend the flag. We had it won.
I'd say it's a good chance.
But I just kept freaking getting frozen by Aokiji. You know what? It's time for me to go anyways. I see the... I see, I went past the 3-hour mark. Okay, well, thank you all. I hope you all have a good rest of your day or night, whatever time zone. I'll be streaming again, probably on PlayStation, so just be on the lookout. Peace. Bye.